Back. Dude's Nerdery.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oka
Let me do
Studio.
this one.
We're back.
Oh, what's this? What's this? It's
Dude's
new.
Nerdery.
It's new.
Oka Studios. Haven. Sean Solo 8. Salacious. Rum. That's right, Green Man and a Monkey Lizard. Bringing out toys to play. Green Man and a Monkey Lizard.
I think I showed that before. I wanted to do a Star Trek themed one, but I just never really had time to get around to it. I was gonna do like some scenes from the classic show and stuff like that. I actually had the scene screen recorded of the Zorn and Shatner when they were fighting at Vasquez Rocks. Never guess whose head was going on Zorn.
What? Well, yeah. Makes
Yeah,
sense.
that would make sense, right?
Makes sense.
Anyways, welcome to the show, everybody. This is Three Men and a Monkey Lizard. This is your stop for toy entertainment fun. We talk about Hasbro's Marvel Legends, Star Wars Black Series, Vintage Collection, and now apparently McFarlane Batman only, Batman adjacent figures.
Batman adjacent.
And
That's not adjacent. Or Peacemaker. Have you guys seen Salacious? Have you seen
no, we don't
Peacemaker?
talk about. We can talk about Peacemaker on the other channels.
Never heard of it.
This is a Peacemaker free zone. But we do talk about what's streaming on my TV anyways,
It's a fun
or
free
at
zone.
the movies. I'm sorry?
It sounds like a fun free zone.
It is. You can find us on YouTube, rotating between our channels every week. We used to swap back and forth between Fridays and Saturdays because we wanted to make it like a scavenger hunt. But if you haven't noticed, we've been on like 3 Saturdays in a row,
Ooh,
and it looks like that's what we're going to start doing,
yeah,
right? Don't forget to hashtag 3 Men and a Monkey Lizard
do it.
if you're on Twitter or Instagram. That makes your tweets easily findable and followable by everybody who uses the hashtag.
That'd be 3MM.
MML. Yeah, that would.
3MML.
Yeah, that
It's
that
a
would be like-
genius. It was a really genius hashtag, really.
it is.
Think about it. It's
All
brilliant.
right, so your hosts today.
And a stranger to our world, trying to build a strong community. It's the leader of the Quackian Monkey Lizard Army, Salacious Rum.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. It's true.
Salacious,
Nice.
you want to say hello
Nice.
to everybody?
Hello, everybody. Hello, we're back. We're back. We're planting our seed, if you like, planting our pole in Saturday nights. This will be your home for Saturday night entertainment.
Saturday night, it's all right for fighting. And we have
The nerdery hidden somewhere across America, deep in the basement of his home, where he creates versus action figure videos and toy photography. It's a dude's nerdery.
Thank you. I want to enjoy some of the Queen's tea before we get started.
Very
Thank you
good.
to Her Majesty. I got this right from her personal stash.
the Queen's team.
Very good and proper.
Mhm.
I hope you bowed.
I
Very
did.
good.
It's
Very good.
delicious.
only-
Black chai tea. It's
Very
delicious.
And the only one that's immune from me showing a video this week is me. I'm not going to do it.
What? Come on. Get one on there.
I'll show this one that I made a while ago.
And me trying to create some drama,
Hey, Vern.
doing some stop motion just to pass the time, and of course, mix and matching my figures.
So come on, Vern, shake a leg.
It's Havern on Oker Studios.
I should put my head on Ernest.
Yeah,
You should put your head on Ernest.
I should put
Dude,
my
that-
head on him.
You know, that reminded me, I still have not built my dude Thor Build-A-Figure. They're all
What?
still in box. I have a pleasure delay thing where I like to get something and wait a little bit. You know what I
I
mean?
mean,
And I like to delay the
That means
pleasure.
something else over here.
Right, yeah. So, but I like to do that with a lot of things in life, and I delayed it so long, I totally forgot that I had that Build-A-Figure until I saw
Oh
that
my
video.
gosh. Well, now you might have some time tonight.
Hashtag pleasure delay. Hashtag pleasure delay.
Okay, everybody, if you want to see that, that's whatever Salacious said. He's going to spell it for you. So this is his Salacious Runs YouTube channel.
It's 2 English words, pleasure and delay, and you just would put
This
them
is a
together.
Dude's Nerderies channel. They're in the it's in the bio too. Come on. Hey, I just want to remind everybody that if you do want to support the channel, I did turn on my memberships. You can join. I got customs badges and emojis. I'm doing a special
Badges.
yeah.
I don't need no thinking.
You might need them. You might need them. Community posts for people for members with like some upcoming and behind the scenes. I've got a couple of videos on there that are like members only, and I got some other things that are going on. So if you are a member and you're watching today, I appreciate you joining. And just remember, there's an email address thing that you can go if you go to the about. Send me an email with your address and for the secrets and surprises. Okay.
How about Vern does a custom figure with a members only jacket?
That would be interesting, right?
How many members have you got now, Vern? How many members?
I think I got currently 5.
Oh, good. That's good. That's good. Good start.
And-
Good job.
Yeah.
What are you calling them? What are you calling them? The head swappers.
The head swappers, yeah,
The head swappers.
head swappers. And if and the badges are all Hulk heads. So you start off with Amigo, Incredible Hulk, then you move up to a Gray Hulk. I think it's Gray is next, then the Green Hulk, and then the Maestro is the one. If you've been a member long enough, and don't forget that if you feel like it and you want to do a super chat, I will break a figure probably, but I'll try to do a head swap.
Yes.
Let's see who's here. I saw early Eric Brown.
Oh, yeah.
What's
Wanted
up,
to get
Eric?
themed
Sir
up.
Eric. Sir Eric. Sir Eric.
G-Force was saying hello
What up,
to everybody.
G-Force?
See, he said hello before he saw who was here because we can tell Sean is the Invisible Man. And you know what? I was going to have a screenshot of his empty chair and I was going to throw it up there, but I forgot. Darn it.
Good job. There's a lot of things that you meant to do. Good job,
Yes.
Vern. You have great plan.
Gavin, thanks for joining us.
Gavin.
Yes, the spin move, but the head stayed stationary. Well, that's exactly how it was in the show, right? It's just a different cut. He's talking about from the intro. I cut the Boba Fett spin move.
Oh, we know.
Dan?
That's your favorite move.
It is. It's my favorite one.
Yep.
It's like a total
Yep.
John Woo special.
Yep.
Dan?
He does that. He does that when it's a special private time with Mrs. Oakhurst Studios. He saunters into the bedroom and does a spin move.
Fabulous Disasters here.
and then there's pleasure delay.
Relentless.
And there's pleasure delay.
He's wearing a silk robe with nothing underneath, so when he spins, you just get a hint of the jiggly bits as he's spinning around in slow motion.
I don't actually like silk, but it would be like a smoking jacket kind of, you know, with you got the different
like a velvet smoking jacket.
Yeah, pretty
Okay.
much. Yeah. Tim Bainbridge. Evening.
Mr. Tim.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, is that your British, your English accent?
That's his English accent.
It was Governor.
Left Coast is here. He's asking if I did my hot glue homework. Nope.
I did notice on your other show, I don't know what it's called. It's got a weird name. There was some
Points of
criticism.
articulation.
There was some criticism of intro videos, and yet you've done 3 intro videos.
I have done 3 intro videos.
Yeah,
I did.
yeah. I know.
There was none on the other one.
I know you're all laughing about intro videos, but then you've
No,
done
I just
3
asked.
today.
I said there is.
You've
none?
done 3. You've done 3.
Yeah, but I like them.
You like them. See?
I think you misread my complaining.
I'm just a
Dave's
monkey.
Dimension is here. Peacemaker. In my Peacemaker free zone.
Was there not criticism of intro videos on that other show?
It wasn't. I was saying, hey, there's no intro video.
Yeah,
Like,
the
I
others were
was
going,
expecting
"They're stupid.
an intro video.
They're stupid intro videos.
I didn't say stupid. I said, hey,
Right,
where's the intro
But
video?
maybe there's a difference between like at the beginning of the show when you're doing introductions, having intro videos versus having an intro video every like 7 to 11 minutes for like
Sure, for the entire show.
for the
But you know
entire
what?
show. Yeah.
But
It's
the thing
comedy.
is, with
It's comedy.
with
It's
the other
comedy.
one, we didn't even do a countdown. So it was like, boom, we were live, and I was like, oh, we're live. Okay.
See, you had no pleasure delay there.
Yeah.
That's hard.
3
You got to have a little
XLM.
bit of that
You got
delay.
to
to
build
get
it.
in
You
there.
got to build in the pleasure delay. Apparently,
You got to build it up.
build it in.
Ain't no
Build
party
the arch.
like
Yeah,
a
build the arch.
no pants party.
Bob ain't wearing any pants.
Did you see Left Coast Graphics' video, his behind the scenes of the making the card backs?
I haven't seen the recent one, but I've seen the other ones, and
Yeah.
it's like very zen. Like I love watching those. It's like nice and relaxing.
It was super cool to watch.
Yeah, that's neat.
Oh, he's in the wrong chat. He's leaving, I guess. Fabulous Disaster says, now that you're on Saturday, I keep looking on Fridays. You know what? I was looking around Friday too. Was anybody on yesterday?
I was just gaming. I think. Just
Yeah,
gaming.
Because I saw a lot of gaming.
Gaming.
He wasn't watching Peacemaker.
I was not. Is this still on? I thought it was over.
I've never heard of this Peacemaker. What is it?
Well,
always
figure-
on.
Hey, Connor.
Always on somewhere.
Never trust a promise from a monkey lizard. Promises of a couch to kip on. This is an English phrase, right? Couch to kip on.
Well,
Yeah.
Also, never trust a big button smile.
She Spawn has been.
No
acquired.
one knows what that's from.
Nice.
I'm really disappointed in all of you.
Say it again.
Never trust a big button smile.
I don't know what that's from.
That
But
girl
Lobot's here.
is.
His official name. He is no longer Lowboy.
Is it a spring?
Oh.
Is it a spring break? Is it a spring break?
Dude,
Pleasure
Poison,
delay.
Belle Biv DeVoe.
What?
Look at this. Hey, dude. You
Never
got your-
trust a big button smile. That girl is poison.
Oh,
I have
She's
absolutely no idea.
dangerous.
No idea. What
You've
it's all-
never heard Belle Biv DeVoe,
I have
Poison?
No idea. What is this? Some weird American music?
Oh my god, dude! You've never heard Belle Biv DeVoe, Poison?
No.
You're messing with me.
No.
All right, let us know in the comments if you like. I can't.
I'm
believe
from
you've never heard
England.
that.
I like cool stuff, not rubbish.
It is, dude. That's
Cool.
90s. That's 90s hip hop. Are you
Sounds
kidding
Aldo,
me?
how's it going? These
Sounds
guys have
terrible.
just talked
Sounds
over you, so
terrible.
don't worry
Poison,
about it.
yellow, moving
Sounds
slow,
terrible.
looking for a mellow fellow like DeVogan. Hey, ladies, you
New
better lay
format,
low.
2 men.
Dude,
and
I
a
still
monkey
remember
lizard.
that.
Yeah.
Sounds like really cheesy hip hop. Not good
Excellent.
stuff. Underground stuff.
Dude. Oh,
After sent,
oh.
and I'm sorry I forgot to sign. Oh,
When I think of dude, I don't think of like hipster or trendy.
no.
I kind of think of like, like Disney. That's
No,
nice
dude,
in a nice
90s
way. It's in a
90s
nice way.
90s
Oh.
hip, dude. I loved
Yes, none.
90s music had 80s and 90s
Constantine
music.
Chair must be
man. My
hiding with
bang
your
zone.
homework. He is hiding with the homework.
Yeah, hopefully he might show up at some point if he gets out of work on time. Hopefully
That's what
he
I'm
does.
thinking, right?
Careful,
Nathan Bowden,
careful,
he's here.
careful.
He got a monkey lizard.
Be careful. They'll have you. Better treat him right.
Yeah, see,
John
damn
Joker's
you.
here.
John Joker.
Where's John? We have
John
no
Joker.
idea.
John Joker.
Dude, you
New
gotta listen to
edition.
that
New
song.
edition. New
Yeah,
edition.
Belle Biv DeVoe sprung from New Edition. That's
New
what.
Edition.
Sounds like dad
That's
music,
like a
dude.
proper commercial. Bless him.
Well, my mother thought that song was inappropriate.
Bless him.
The Belle Biv
I don't know.
DeVoe? Is that real?
Yeah,
I mean, come
BBD.
on.
Belle Biv
Did you-
DeVoe.
Did you just make up the name of that band? Did you just make it up?
Are you kidding me? You don't know Belle Biv DeVoe?
No. Nobody believes that. Hey, so Salacious, are you going to explain this English phrase, this kip on the couch thing?
Sleep on the sofa.
Oh, okay, that makes sense then.
Connor came over from Ireland. He was hoping we'd meet up. Basically, Bob ain't very well. Bob's still not very well. Bob ain't been very well for ages. Something wrong with Bob.
See,
God knows
Left Coast knows ABC, BBD, the East Coast family. See, dude, thank you. Dan knows. Nate knows.
So
All right.
so far, the list ain't inspiring a great deal of confidence in trendiness.
That's quite a diverse list of human beings, and like we got all the way to the west coast of Canada. Nate, Dan's in Indiana. I mean, come on.
So you're saying the song is "That Girl Is Poison"?
It's driving me out of my mind, dude. That's like one of the best like drop.
Hold on, be careful now. Be careful with your hyperbole. This is one of the best. What? Come on.
It's like that. That's like
come on.
that.
We'll get this on
That
the
portion
record.
of the song, like so
They'll get
the
us on
whole
the
song's
record.
going. The whole song's
sure
going,
that's
and then
not
the
Boyz
song
II Men?
stops, and then it's just a solo vocal at that point. That's one of my favorite solo vocals ever. There, where he just goes right into. He just
think I was
belts that
listening to
out, man.
Starship
It's so
that
good.
year.
The whole song is about a girl's butt. Like literally, it's just about don't trust a girl with a big butt and a smile. Like it's sage wisdom. I didn't listen to it. I didn't learn my lessons as a youth, but as an adult, I understand what they were talking about now. They were trying to warn us.
Partial
They're trying to warn us.
Partial to a big butt.
JT.
I am too, but they were right. You shouldn't trust a girl with a big butt and a smile.
Vern, be careful with them big butts.
Okay.
Careful.
This is what happens when Sean's not here.
Be careful.
Hold on.
Well, is Sean working? Is Sean not with us today?
I don't know. I saw him. He seemed pretty active. I thought he was going to be on, but honestly, I mean, is he not going to be here? Does anybody know?
It's good that none of us know.
Let me check the.
Let me look.
No, he didn't say anything on. I'm going to send a note.
All right. Well, let's see.
I don't think he knows when he's coming either. His new work schedule might be a little challenging. So.
All right. So here, let me see if I can. I think I figured out how to share my screen again, and I'd like to do this if you guys don't mind talking about this stuff. Let's see.
Yeah, Nate says that song is perfect for Salacious. Salacious, that's your homework. You gotta listen to the 2.5 minute song.
Married life has changed, Sean. Yeah, now that he's married, he can't come on Saturdays anymore.
See, and that's the thing. Was the Voltron worth it?
Okay, so let me see if this works. If I do it like,
yeah, you shared it.
Is that bigger in the screen?
Yeah. You blew it up.
Okay, cool. So what I thought we'd do is, I know I did a video talking about the Black Series reveals and stuff like that, but did you guys get a chance to watch the live stream and the reveals from this week?
Not live, but I rewatched it.
Okay, so what do you think about Sergeant Krill?
I think he's cool, but I'm not pre-ordering it at full price.
All right.
Like I love those boxes. I love the art, and I like the concept of that whole line. Like I'm really into it, but not at that price and not ordering it a year in advance. I think that we can get those figures on sale if we wait. And so even if it's like 15-20% off, that's great. But I'm just not pre-ordering stuff 6 to 12 months out anymore.
Sure. What about you, Salacious? Is this something you're going to get for your collection?
Well, I'll just answer for Salacious. I'm at a crossroads now with about to move house. It's like I really should not be spending money on toys. I normally pre-order everything. So what I've done is I've just pre-ordered a couple of the figures that I think are going to be the harder to find ones. So I only ordered the Shea Vizsla vintage collection.
Okay.
And the Moldalorian vintage collection and the Chewie retro figure. And I'm not going to order anything else now for a while. I'll just pick up the odd one that could potentially be a harder to find one until I've moved anyway. So
yeah,
it might be a bit boring on the pickups for a few weeks, but it kind of has to be done, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think everybody's going to have, except for the dude, because he's all into the Batman now. But like this guy is something that I think I really want because it's a Stormtrooper. I love to have the Stormtroopers. But yeah, the same with dude, $28 for a pauldron and a lightsaber, right? And then the little thigh gun. I think that can definitely wait.
I like it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like it, and it's something I would like to add. and I really like that style of the box and the comic book art.
Sure.
Like
Yeah, me
I
too.
really like it. Now the figure isn't accurate to the comic. You should be a little
No.
chunkier.
Yeah.
But that's Hasbro. You know what I mean? It's just they're just gonna repack, repaint. But again, I think so many people feel like we do now and feel the burnout of this. And so what we're seeing is figures are available typically way longer than normal. You can get access, but I'm seeing lots of figures that I pre-ordered that I thought I had to pre-order, months ago that are on sale now. So I fully expect if I wait, we'll be able to get this at maybe 15-20% off. And then, 23, 24, okay. You know what I mean? I'm okay.
This is going to, it's, to me, it's going to be iffy because of, I still, Creel should have been bigger. Eric Brown agrees with you. First of all, Fabulous is saying he hasn't pre-ordered any Hasbro in months, right? So,
yeah.
Like with the comic book mall, that guy is still like $35 or something like that. And I just am afraid, like, to me, like, this guy's going to end up being like that. But then is there going to be a breakthrough point when all of a sudden the market's flooded with them?
I think we're at that tipping point. But here's the other thing is the FOMO, right? Fear of missing out, I think, drove a lot of pre-orders and purchases.
Right.
And then I got a lot of those figures and I was like, I was disappointed, or they didn't live up to expectations, right? And then I paid full price for them because I pre-ordered, and then you're pre-ordering 6-9 months in advance and waiting. And like, I've gotten figures in the last, couple weeks that I forgot I even pre-ordered.
Yeah.
Because they were so long ago. So you know what I mean? It's taking the joy out of it. And for me, that's where scaling back, I think, is important. And I'm going to leave it in the hands of the toy gods.
Okay. Dan's going to have to tell me where the mall's on sale because I need another one to finish my spider body one.
I've still got loads of figures on pre-order going all the way back to those Clone Wars Tartakovsky vintage collection figures. Still haven't received those. The Tartakovsky Clone Wars Black Series figures. In the white, people have had those.
I've only gotten one out of the 3 so far. I've only gotten Grievous out of those 3.
Yeah.
What about this guy? I'm not a big TVC collector, but you collect TVC, right? Salacious.
He might be. He's worth picking up, and he might, because a lot of the TVC fans love going for the original trilogy figures. So he might end up being a harder to get one. I was debating whether to get him or not. He might sell pretty quickly.
Did they say they were going to have a special edition version of this one where it comes with like extra hands and different instruments?
Don't know.
I had thought I had saw that, and I was trying to find it again, but I think I lost it, and I wasn't sure if because wouldn't that make sense just to package like this figure and then just put multiple hands with different instruments in there?
Well, that's a really good idea, Vern, but we're dealing with Hasbro.
But they could charge like deluxe price for that.
I know, yeah, for sure.
Okay, right. And then so you got the Airborne Trooper then? Did you get this?
Yeah, one? I did get him as well, and the Mandalorian. Yeah, I got both of those.
All right. Yeah, these look really good. And if I was a total TVC, I think I might have like jumped more on some of it. Like this guy right here. Yeah. I really wish that I had gotten a couple of the Black Series versions. I only have one. I wish I had like maybe one or two more of this guy.
I missed that one on Black Series. Yeah, he came and went really quickly.
Yeah, and you can't find him. That's the problem. Gaming Greats, dude. Do you collect the Gaming Greats?
I do, but I canceled all my Gaming Greats pre-orders. I'm up to over $750 in canceled pre-orders, and since Black Chrysanthemum was revealed now. So what I found with these is that the Gaming Greats actually tend to be available in store, and then they go on sale on the GameStop website if you wait. So I would like this figure. I think it's actually a really cool looking figure. So I'm totally down for it, but I'm going to wait till it's on sale. And then if for some reason I can never get it, then that's okay. It was the will of the toy gods. I mean, who am I to oppose their will?
Right. So Eric's saying that they said on the stream they were going to do a follow-up release of Figure and Dan and modal nodes, but she didn't give any details or whatever. So I think I saw like something on a website where they said they were going to do like the hands and instruments. But going back to this figure, I'm looking at this one and the boss and the previous versions, and I'm thinking to myself, man, they are really cranking it because they made one stormtrooper and they just like painting that guy every week, it seems like. And I'm just thinking, like, at some point,
Right.
shouldn't it be like troop builder price? You know what I mean?
It should be.
Exactly.
It should be.
Yeah.
And they are milking it, but people love the troopers, and I'm
troopers
gonna,
are-
hopefully I'll be able to go back and get these because when you do put your army together, they are gonna look totally dope.
Mhm.
But they are so overpriced. It's
Yeah,
really wrong, really. They should be
I do-
incentivizing you to build your army, and they're not really, are they?
What about Leia?
I'm waiting on sale. Love the box. I really like the comic book Leia look. Leia's awesome in the comics too. She's fun to read, but I'm gonna play the long game.
So I did look really close at the figure because you guys, if you saw my video, I did make this one. And pretty much the piece that she's wearing around her neck, that's pretty much exactly from the Padme figure. And this one that they have, it is the Bespin figure, except for the boots and the glove cuffs are pretty much the only thing that they changed. So the lower arms and the lower legs on that Bespin figure, and of course the head, right? So it's almost exactly the same head, from what I can tell, except for they added a different like hair sculpt onto the back. And
it's $28 for a
Right.
small figure that
Right.
odds are it won't stand well.
now the gun belt it's the upper part of that gun belt is nearly the same or the same as Afra's and the Jaina Solos, but the lower half has like a thicker piece that goes down and a different holster for the different gun. So I mean, they did make some upgrades, but yeah, not enough to make it worthwhile. Now, what about this completely unpainted figure that they charge $8 more than the last release?
I've got a couple of these 3.75 from back in the day. It will sell well because Vader always does.
Right.
It's not a new figure. I mean, they've released this on the other scale before, and that one did well. So this will do well. I don't think it's going to be hard to get. I think it'll still be on shelves in a while. So
I agree with you. This is a wait, right? Wait for.
Yep. I'm playing the long game. I'd love to have it, but I'm playing the long game.
Eric saying he hoped these come back and stock at GameStop. But it's cool. He missed out on the Umbra ARC Trooper. And Mr. B is here.
Hey, Mr. B.
Hey, Mr. B.
Hello, Mr. B.
And then let's see. And you said this Chewbacca, right?
These are always like 50-50. Some of them go when you can't get them again. Some of them linger. It would be annoying to not have one, wouldn't it, if you're collecting these? So
at least one with
yeah,
variety of colors, because there's like 6 different versions typically, right?
Yeah.
And you're supposed to be able to swap the arms and legs so you can make an all one color one or something like that. That's from what I understand. I've never opened one. But the one that I don't have is they made a Boba Fett, right? I don't have that one.
Yeah, I for some reason don't think I have the Vader, the first one, which is bloody annoying.
Right. It's crazy. And then
I can't remember how many Boba Fetts I've got. When I unpack everything and I actually work out what I've got, if I have got a spare one of those, you can have one, but I honestly can't remember.
That would actually be an interesting live stream of you going through everything you've had in storage, and it'd almost be like Christmas to you, remembering all the figures you have.
Oh mate, it's gonna be there's 3 lockers. There's 3.
Can you imagine what that's gonna be like?
Yeah, it's gonna be insane.
You're gonna have a lot of content.
It's gonna be like episode 2 of Moon Knight.
Oh my gosh! All right.
Did you order this?
Hello.
Let me drive.
Mikey.
What's up, Mikey?
Parts are not swappable. Okay, Lefko says no. I thought so. So I had thought that the parts were swappable, and I thought that's why they did the different limbs so you could like assemble them. Because when I was at Target, I saw like they had just put the box out for the Stormtrooper on the shelf one day, and I had not got it. Somebody had helped me. I think it was Dan sent one over, and it was like maybe a couple weeks later, I walked into Target and they had a full line of them. They had like every color, and I had them in my hands, and I was like, let me scan them. And I was like, oh no, this is like going to be $120. I was like, there's no way, right? Love the retro, but don't buy the prototypes. And then, so this is the Shea Vizsla.
So I've got an attachment to her because of the Old Republic. So I think she's going to be incredibly popular. This one will sell out, I think, pretty quickly.
Do you think,
I might be wrong on that, but
so I was looking at this and I was thinking like the armor to me is, does it look like this because is it from a game? Is that what it is, or comics?
Yeah, the Old Republic. So
is that what it looks like in the game?
Yeah, it's pretty accurate actually. You can see there's one cinematic trailer to the Old Republic. If you want to just briefly familiarize yourself with her,
okay,
where they the Sith army return and the Sith Empire returns and they ransack the Jedi Temple, and Darth Malgus flies his ship and then he walks into the temple, and then a load of Sith fly their ship into the temple, and all the Sith ignite their sabers at the same time. And you see all the red sabers ignite, like 30 of them. And Shea is like flying up the side of the temple using her backpack. And then she joins the fight. And she kicks ass. She just kicks some Jedi ass, actually.
I mean, it looks really cool. And the face sculpt looks really nice. And I'm just thinking, do you foresee this being a Black Series? Because I would pick that up if it was a Black Series figure.
Oh, 100%. I think there's a number there's a number of Old Republic characters that they've already done at 37.5 that will inevitably come to Black Series. Now that they've done Revan, they'll end up doing Malgus. They'll do Bastila Shah. They'll do a number of them, I think, because they're just really popular. They're really popular characters.
All right. Well, John joined us. He's saying that he told everybody from his game stream to head over.
Thanks, John.
Thanks, John.
Thank you, John.
Two people showed up so far. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna hop on one of those.
Smirking Bear Studios
with my PS5 at some point. That'd be fun to play with you guys.
Yeah, you should come. I mean, what are we playing? Even just playing Battlefront is fun when there's. It's more fun. To be honest, Battlefront's a hard one because co-op is 4 people, and co-op is the best game to play because you can actually get some success in there. So if you get 4 players in on Battlefront, that's the one that's quite enjoyable. If you have more, you have to play multiplayer, and you just get your ass kicked because some of the players in there have like maxed out all their scores, and as soon as you spawn, they just kill you.
Right. So, I haven't even played that game in like a year, so yeah, I'm not going to be super helpful.
What about Lando? I know you pre-ordered it, Salacious.
I didn't actually. I mean, he's
You didn't look as many Landos as you previously bought. I don't know why this one you didn't order a box.
I mean, it's a repaint, isn't it? I mean, it's already. Yeah. Have they released this? They've released a different version of this, haven't they? Slightly.
This one would. Yeah, I agree with Eric here. He says he wants it in the Black Series, and I agree. If they did this version of Black Series, I'd pick it up. I'd be
especially with the soft goods cape. I think it's a cool figure. I would, But
unfortunately,
I already have the Lando from the movie, so I don't feel like I need almost the exact same figure.
Yeah. Unfortunately, though, if it was a Black Series, he would not have a soft goods cape.
No, he would have.
He'd have that same molded cape, and they just paint it blue.
Yep. I love the shirt. I love that yellow shirt.
Yeah, it does look good.
Yeah.
I think the Lando from the Solo movie is an awesome figure. I love that figure.
It's a fantastic figure.
It really is.
So how do we feel about this box of Death Troopers? Because this is just a package up of previously released figures, right?
Yeah, if the price point's good, I think are they 45 over here? I mean, I can't remember how many Death Troopers I've got by now. If you're including all the old 5 POA ones as well, I mean, I must have bought tons of them. So I don't think I'm in a desperate need for Death Troopers, but if you're army building, I think this is a really good idea as long as they get the price point right. They should lower their margins on these builder packs because they're for fans. These are for real fans that are building up their armies.
$44.99.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's not bad. It's not bad, I suppose.
I guess that's 11. Is 11 a figure? Is that fair for? I mean, it's a repack, but is that fair? I don't collect vintage. What's vintage at now?
I think it's about $12.99. So saving $1 a figure.
No, not terrible.
So here's the ARC Trooper Jesse.
Oh, he's cool.
He does look awesome.
Yeah.
If I was TVC all the way, I definitely have that ordered. He said no on Lando and no on the Death Trooper box. However, that is a great idea for those who want to army build. Yeah, you know who's going to end up buying a bunch of those boxes is probably Imperial Communique.
Yeah, you know it.
And then
I'd love it if they did an army build pack though in Black Series like that. That would be really cool, and it was maybe like $50, like reasonable.
Right.
That'd be awesome.
What about this helmet? I mean, I'm not a big helmet collector, but I'm thinking like Trapper Wolf. Is that the helmet people want?
This was strange.
Right?
To me.
It's cool looking.
Sure. I feel like the Carson Teva helmet would have made more sense because he's actually had more screen time.
I think this is for the Filoni, the Church of Filoni. You know what I mean? Like there's people who, and again, I love Dave Filoni, and he's the, he's one of the best things that ever happened to Star Wars. But I think there's just people in the Church of Filoni that are going to buy this. It's cool looking, but I don't collect helmets, so it didn't.
Yeah.
It's a repaint opportunity, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Yeah. And then this figure right here.
Totally cool figure.
Right.
Cool. I didn't order it. I didn't order it.
It's too expensive.
He is expensive.
Well,
I think that the sculpt, to be fair,
is
the
bigger.
detail on the sculpt looks very good.
Look, when that heavy infantry Mandalorian came out, I think it was $29.99.
Mm-hmm.
It was $30 because it was a beefier figure, and when you hold it, you can tell that it. To me, it just feels like it was made a lot better than your regular standard Black Series figure. So I'm hoping this one has that same heft and build like that heavy infantry, which will, to me, just make it $3 more than what they would have normally priced something in that size for. Because the Moloch, is that what it's called?
Moloch.
Yeah. That was $29.99 when it first came out.
Yeah.
Right. Was it Target exclusive $29?
I think if I wait on this again, we'll be able to get it on sale. And it was spring of next year. I just out of principle I couldn't order it. I bought a McFarlane 2-pack that is full of tons of accessories for $30, and this was $4 more expensive than a 2-pack with accessories. I can't do it anymore.
In that context, it's hard to argue with the dude. Like you can get an Azrael for £12 on Amazon. It's a huge figure with incredible detail. Like it feels like when you buy a figure for £10 or £12, you feel like that feels good to me. That feels like
right.
You're buying a toy at the end of the day. That feels like paying 30 quid plus for one figure feels like you're being ripped off.
And let me. I think Rogue One is the best film since Disney took over Star Wars. I mean, it's not hard to beat 3 of the films, but I do think it's the best film. But like, is Saw Gerrera a character that like I'm really excited? I mean, he's like, he was in the movie for a minimal amount, and like, I don't have a
did you hear the voice acting that he did in the movie?
Lies, deception,
right?
That's right. What I'm talking
about. And again, I'm not saying he wasn't good. He was good in the movie, but it's not like it's a character where I'm like, I'm going to look at that on my shelf and I'm like, I have a connection to it, or I felt, you know what I mean? It's just like, it was a good actor who did a good job playing his role in the movie. So, if I can get that on sale at some point and I'm not pre-ordering it, then I'd like to add it to my Rogue, because I have all the Rogue One figures and I'd love to add it to the display, but I'm not going to pre-order it at full price.
Yeah, I need it for the head sculpt. That'll get a swap off right away.
You got to
Well,
keep those cargo short pockets full.
I wonder if you can do a trailer version where he's got his shaved head.
Oh,
In the do you remember in the trailers?
yeah.
They cut a whole new scene, didn't they? In the trailers, he's got a shaved head version.
Well, most of these figures you can pull the hair off, and then like you can just make them bald by just filling in that.
So you scalp your
space.
figures.
Vern's got a lot of experience with that. Vern's got a lot of experience with hair.
If you pull the head, yeah, because I actually swapped.
So you're making toupees. You're making toupees for your follically challenged figures.
Pretty much, I've done.
He actually cultivates the hair himself.
I do.
Yeah.
I've never flocked any hair, but like we were talking about it the other day. Because like the GI Joes have the flocked hair.
Oh, Action Man.
Yeah, this is GI Joe.
It's Action Man.
GI Joe.
It's Action Man.
GI Joe. It says right in the shirt.
Oh.
This is actually Duke.
Duke Nukem.
Is anybody watching?
Greedo Speedo. Greedo Speedo's here.
Oh, Greedo's here.
Greedo. Hello.
What up, Greedo? Oh, John Joker's there. I didn't see that. What's up, dude?
Yeah, he came in a long time ago.
Double J.
Rather get Hot Toys than Star Wars? Yeah, you're a big Hot Toys guy, aren't you? Figures. It's not. Come on. Yeah, $35.
Yeah, it's not good.
So if you take the hair off, which I did because I took a couple of the Black Widow figures and I swapped the hair. Let's go back to the scalping figures. On the head, it's just like a cutout which holds the hair down. There's like a little piece that sits in that helps hold the hair. You could just fill that in if you wanted to make your figures hairless, bald.
Why would people? So do you think there's somebody has like a collection of bald action figures?
He was just asking about making the Saga bald.
Vernaz.
And we were saying we could take the hair
How
off.
many heads can you fit in each cargo pocket? What's your record for number of heads in a cargo pocket?
Monty.
Let's see.
He's got a weird shout.
He's got him on.
Hey, Lobot. Lobot just joined. Thank you for joining the channel. I really appreciate it.
AKA Low Boy.
Yes, Low Boy. Oh, do you guys like my shirt?
Oh, is that an original, or have you copied that off from someone else?
This is one of the storm. I set my Stormtrooper down and I just drew it.
Oh yeah, I saw that. It was actually very good.
So I put it.
What does Low Boy get as a member? Does he get a head swap?
Yeah, what does he get?
He gets special badges.
Badges. We don't need no stinking badges.
I told you guys already. Look,
yeah, but does he not get a head swap now?
To become a member,
doesn't he get anything? He
doesn't get anything now.
But what about right now?
Community posts, videos you guys have never seen because you're not members. And hey, don't forget to
what about now?
Don't forget to send me your address or go and get the email. Send me your address, and then there's a whole thing about it.
Send Vern your address, and you're gonna wake up one morning with all your characters bald.
And your hair will
all be bald.
Your hair will have disappeared.
I was joking about it.
He scalps your head, and then next week you'll see your hair on his head.
Does he get anything now, Vern? Do you get when you join? Do you get like a sign?
Does he at least get a head swap right now?
He just joined. Do you want to swap a head?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think he should. He signed up.
Well, what two Marvel figures would you like to see their heads swapped?
I think you should ask Low Boy.
I did. He's listening. Look at this. Look at this peer pressure.
Well, I think it's only right. He signed up. He should get a signing on bonus.
Yeah, I mean, the poor guy's gonna wake up tomorrow with.
My other members are going to be like, "Hey, what happened to our sign-up bonus?"
He's gonna wake up tomorrow with all bald action figures.
It's
great if you're into Sinead O'Connor music.
Nothing compares.
Look at it, Nathan. You could have just asked for my address after you buy me dinner. Yes, you get a written invitation, and I actually have a special ring that I embroider the wax with once I seal the envelope.
It's sealed in wax.
Poor
You know.
Rocky.
So I got to ask a question: is anybody watching any of the Star Trek shows?
I can't get into Picard. It's confusing me. I'm watching Picard. But
Are
it's
you is season
confusing
1
me.
or season 2?
The second was the latest one.
Okay, so what is it about season 2 that's like bothering
Well,
you?
I haven't seen season 2 yet. Thanks, guys. I haven't seen season 2.
So you don't want us to talk about it at all?
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I mean, I guess I can go leave. For
Well, you
a
have,
This
while.
is his way of trying to get a peacemaker discussion that no one's heard of.
We are not doing that because I haven't seen it. We'll talk about Peacemaker as soon as
I've seen
finish
Picard
watching.
season 1. I thought Picard season 1 was nice.
Yeah,
It was, it was good.
Without giving away too many spoilers, I agree with Salacious that it's been a little bit harder to watch season 2 than it was to watch season 1.
I'm confused.
And I have two main reasons for watching. For my problem with season 2, it's and they're both like part of the plot point. So it's like that just bothers me when they follow these same two issues or whatever. But there are some things that I do like about it.
Do you fancy the Borg Queen? Do you fancy the Borg Queen?
No.
What I'm going to do is, because Strange New Worlds is coming out, so I'm going to wait until that's out and done, and then I'll do Paramount because otherwise you just have so many streaming channels. So I'm going to wait, and then that way I can watch Discovery season 4. We'll watch Picard season 2, and then we'll watch Strange New Worlds.
I get what you mean.
And watch them all together. Because I look for. I did not like Discovery season 3 at all. I had a hard time finishing it. I thought Discovery season 2 was awesome, and then season 3, I felt like I was just watching people cry for 30 minutes straight. Every episode was just people crying. I'm not interested in that.
Well, after seeing Pike on Discovery and that season, it really made me pretty excited for that Strange New Worlds that's coming up.
Yes, I'm really excited for that.
And after watching season 1 of Picard, I had complete opposite of what Mikey in Houston just said, because he said after he watched season 1, he had no desire to watch season 2. But I was so looking forward to season 2. But I think I'm with Salacious that it's hard for me. And you're having a hard time following the plot point or the storyline?
I am a little bit, because I know it's like it started off, Q, and then so Q's, it's going to be a bit weird, isn't it, if Q's involved? But
I think he's pretty much the worst character out of the Next Generation. I hated that character.
Yeah. But to be honest, I'm still traumatized from that Klingon sex.
Yeah, in Discovery?
My God.
Yeah, dude. That was weird.
That sex scene was, ooh. That was full on. That was like, ooh. Anyone with me? Who's up for Klingon sex?
How many times did you watch it?
I mean, depends on how much I've had to drink, I guess.
I had to rewatch it just to see if,
just to make sure it was what you thought it was.
If we're doing shots of tequila, empty stomach.
Whew.
She's got nice teeth.
Well, hey, so we're gonna do. So Sean's not here, right? So if there's somebody in the chat that wants to come on and pick their top 5 Star Trek figures, or movies, I'm changing the rules.
I don't have any Star Trek figures.
We're gonna do a top 5
Star Trek movies. Come on, join us.
Yeah. Let us know.
Dino likes Star Trek, I think. Dino the Machino likes his Star Trek.
Just let me know, and I'll send you the link in a message or whatever. Before we start that. So, do you guys have any do you have any Star Trek stuff, dude? Like any?
I have a couple ships, but they're up in my office. So I have a couple of I have an Enterprise, and I have the Voyager, and I think that's it. I think I just have Voyager and Enterprise spaceships.
What about you, Salacious?
We've got quite a bit, actually. We were fans of the Playmates stuff back in the 90s. And we've got some motion picture stuff. I always liked Star Trek books. especially like the technical manuals. So we've got quite a few books. Got a decent amount of the Playmates figures. Some carded, some loose. Got some of the Eagle Moss ships. Not a huge amount, but some of my favorite ships. Love the next generation Romulan Warbird. Some of the Enterprises. So yeah, we've got a bit of merch, a bit of a few board games and stuff like that. So yeah, I've always been a fan of Star Trek. I loved, to be honest, it all came from Rafa Khan really, and the Kirk film series was just,
Yeah.
I know we're going to talk about that later, but
I put the link in the thing. What are we going to talk about? Wait. Oh, so I have a bunch of. Did you see my Playmate figures that I had out once before? I think I had them on the show, right?
Yeah,
Playmates.
Yeah,
Playmates.
Whoa.
Yeah, they made all the next generation figures. Yeah.
So, I thought you were talking about a different type of Playmates.
I do have my
you
original phaser
collecting those figures.
Ribbed for her pleasure
from the 90s, right? And then I didn't put batteries in them. I should have put batteries in them, but tricorder, and then communicator, cooked dinner fry.
Yeah,
right.
That's really cool. I like
Playmates made some good stuff. I think we've got it's either a runabout or a shuttlecraft. That's pretty nice. Yeah, they made some good toys. So the phases are always quite good fun.
So, did you guys have any pickups this week?
I have a couple.
Vern, how about you go first,
you guys
so you don't
pick
skip
up?
yourself?
I won't skip.
Actually,
myself.
that would be hysterical if you skipped yourself and then got mad.
Yeah, and then you had to shout at yourself. You're angry with yourself.
You
I'm
gotta
angry with myself.
skip yourself.
I'm angry with myself because I incorrectly stewarded the show.
I did put the link for the.
I'm not going to get angry with a little monkey lizard because.
I did put the link in the chat in case somebody wants to jump in and play our game in a little bit. So, do you guys see this poster that I have on my wall? This is from a company called Mondo. They do posters. They're out of Texas, and this is like a screen print.
Will you make yourself big screen?
Oh, yeah, sorry. This is a screen print of like the Marvel Tales, right?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's not a movie size poster, but it's that standard whatever poster size.
Yeah.
And they do these like limited runs. So this is basically they only did 300 of this poster. So there's only 300 out there. And once in a while I see posters that I like. So I ordered this a while ago, and it does take a little bit for them to print them and stuff like that, but it's like a screen print, and I thought it was really cool.
That's really well done.
Yeah, not your favorite Disney Plus show, but it's pretty much like I think.
No, but it's probably
mine,
really very cool. Like, like I love the way the lips match the WandaVision, and then it's in black and white. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Whoever drew that did an amazing job.
Yeah, they did a really good job. It's hold on. I'm trying to read it. It's been so long ago it just showed up. This is the problem with me not having glasses. My glasses with me. And try not to wrinkle a poster. I'll put a link to it. I don't have my glasses, so it's like I can't read it. But this showed up, so I was kind of happy. I'm probably gonna put this one up there for a while. Can you hear all the noise? I'll probably put that one up in the back for a while. And then the only other thing that I got was I did order these. These are the toy box figures that were from the Disney Shop Disney.
Nice.
And it's Boba Fett and a Stormtrooper. And they apparently do have this other set, but I didn't see that, the Shadow Trooper. and the R205. But I think these are kind of cool. And I mean, it wasn't that bad. It was like $20, $22 or something like that. And it was free shipping that day. That's why I got it. And I think that's it. Besides, if anybody wants to see it, I did paint up Princess Leia.
Looks great, dude. Save yourself
So I did
$28
add
plus
the,
tax.
so I did add these. This is epoxy sculpt on there. And then I didn't change the boots at all. I just painted them really dark. So you can't really see that they're, but that's it.
Looks great.
Thanks. Let's see, Rhino Hobbies is here.
What's up, Rhino?
All right, who wants to go next? All right, you can go.
All right, I'll go. So we've already opened and made some offerings, but we picked up the Arkham Knights Batgirl. So I got her for I think $13. Really cool. I love the purple. It's like purple, dark purple suit, and then she's got the bat ears up top. Really neat figure. And so I filmed a video of Arkham Knights figures that I'll edit. Also, with her, picked up the Arkham Knight Red Hood for $13. This thing is incredible. Incredible figure.
G4 says that's adjacent.
It is. Well, I mean, Red Hood, it's Batman. He's got a bat symbol, for God's sakes. So if you guys, Red Hood is a really great take on a Batman figure, but this one is really cool with like the leather vest. He has the hood coming off in the back. They don't, McFarlane doesn't have guns, so they gave him finger guns.
What do you mean they don't have guns?
So I think
they do on some, actually. There are some. There's one Batman that's got about 20 guns.
Some do, but I think it's like a rule that they have now. With DC doesn't want guns on him, so he came with finger guns. Pew 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 pew. So we got that Red Hood, but I'm really impressed with it. Also popped open a Batman Endless Winter. This thing is an amazing figure. So I filmed a video of him today, and that'll release tomorrow morning. So please check that out. But he's going to be a front row figure for sure. And then we also, while we were opening up Batman, I had to do an offering to the Toy Gods because part of in the video, what I was trying to do something different, experiment, and I'm trying to recreate comic panels with the figures and see if I can get them into the poses. So in order to do that, I had to offer up Wonder Woman Endless Winter as well. She is so cool too, dude. So we offered her up to the Toy Gods as part of that video.
Cool.
And then new figure I got this week was John Stewart Green Lantern.
Nice smart gun.
Yeah, dude, isn't that neat?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that railgun.
They don't come with guns.
This is an older figure, I think, that's like, and I got that for $12.
I'm messing with you.
He's
and
cool.
then this is the Todd McFarlane sculpted Wonder Woman, and oh my God, dude, she is amazing.
Yeah,
the shield, the sword,
the bosom.
Semi-adjacent.
Yeah, well, Wonder Woman's adjacent, and she was $12.50. I mean, look at this figure: the shield, the sword. And what's really cool is if you like, I'm starting to use the stands with the figures because you can get them into some really dynamic poses. So I have her lunging, and if you use the toe articulation, it looks really cool. It looks like she's jumping off her toe and then has her sword like that. So I really appreciate having these stands. I think it's pretty cool. And then we've got two things left to show you. So this came today and broke my heart because I bought this to keep in card. So we finally got the Cap 20th anniversary, but it was really poorly packed and it got destroyed. Now, surprisingly, so I emailed Hasbro right away and I sent pictures, and they actually got back to me within 10 minutes and gave me a refund for the figure and told me to keep it. So
wow.
Yeah, so as as like angry and
Pays to complain.
disappointed as I was, like I'm glad I sent it. I sent just a very polite email, and all I did is I said I just want to return this for a refund, and they're like, just we'll refund it. You can keep it. Because this was going to go on the wall with the Iron Man and then the Hulk, but the will of the toy gods. So this will be offered up at some point. So I'm worked out well. So now I gotta just find another one I can keep in box.
Well, props to Hasbro for not being difficult.
Yeah, that was that, and they got back to me right away, which was even more surprising. So now this also came, and do we want to play an episode of What's in the Box?
Yeah, we do.
All right, I don't know what's in this.
Brian Myers is.
Oh my god, dude! Oh my god!
It's another one. It's another one.
No, dude! Oh my god! We have Boba Fett.
Oh. Hello.
Finally.
That's pretty good. Where is that from? Because who shipped
this
that?
is from Hasbro Pulse. I ordered this.
Wow.
6 months ago? So I ordered 2 to get the free shipping. And then Boba, you gotta, it's like an investment piece. You gotta keep one in box because it's gonna, it's almost like a stock, that's high value. So all right, man, I'm gonna offer a Boba up to the toy gods. I'll be the 500th person to review this on YouTube now. But,
I still don't have one.
Oh, I got mine before you. That's amazing.
Yeah.
You know what? He's pretty cool. Like I'm pretty happy with. I'm happy to have that. It's gonna look cool with the rest of the Mando figures, and then one to keep. So not a bad week. But I'm just for $12.50. How do you pass that up? And Wonder Woman's Batman adjacent. Come on.
Okay.
Well, all right. So let's just say we're going to collect Wonder Woman for the Batcave as well. I grew up on Linda Carter, and it's only
basically you're collecting multiverse, DC multiverse. Basically,
no. Because I'm not. Because
you're just really prejudiced against Superman. That's all.
I'm not. But this is going to get offered to the toy gods as well. So so actually it'd be pretty cool to have this figure open with all the accessories. But no, Wonder Woman's fair, and I have one John Stewart that I got for $12. And I really got it just for that accessory. He looks super cool. And you got to have one, Green Lantern is my second, or I should say my third after Wonder Woman. So Batman.
You've got a couple of Green Lanterns.
I only have 2. So I have one Hal Jordan, but Hal Jordan came in a 2-pack. So I'll grab it.
Yeah. So with your Batman adjacent figures, I think you're going to need Superman. Then you're going to need the Flash.
No.
Those are all Batman adjacent because he's also in the Justice League of America. And then
I agree, but I don't. But so I have a Hal Jordan, but it comes with a multiverse Batman Green Lantern, and this was $30, and you have all these accessories.
Oh yeah,
so
2 degrees of separation.
I had a Hal Jordan.
You did Hal Jordan, and then the adjacent is the John Stewart's adjacent.
Yeah, you got to have a John Stewart with. Look at that Green Lantern Gatling gun. So I think Batman adjacent. It was. Were you in like Batman adjacent or Batgirl, Batwoman, Red Hood, Robin, those types of things? Batman villains, the Joker,
Green Lantern,
Scarecrow,
Wonder Woman, Superman, Aquaman, Flash.
Wonder Woman. No Aquaman,
Flash.
No Flash.
Yeah,
Fishman.
No.
Yeah, totally.
No, I'm really not into Aquaman. I'm not into Flash. I think Superman is boring.
Darkseid.
Gonna need that guy too.
Darkseid's not a Batman.
Wonder Twins.
No.
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn is Batman. Is a Batman villain. Yes, I would love.
Deathstroke.
I would love a Harley.
Oh yeah, you're gonna need Deathstroke. Yeah.
Deathstroke.
Yeah, Deathstroke,
right
and we could throw a Deathstroke in there.
Yeah, because that's totally Batman adjacent. And
Yep.
Red
So
Tornado.
I do have a Robin that is ordered, and it's sitting in my pile of loot right now. So I'm waiting for 2 other figures that were supposed to release in February, that keep getting pushed back. But I have quite a nice pile of loot at Big Bad Toy Store now. So, but I do have I won't say which one, but it is my favorite version of Robin. That is sitting in my pile of loot.
there you go. Flashpoint Batman. You need a Flash. That's Batman adjacent, and then
so you know what? And I watched
Flashpoint.
I watched the Flashpoint movie last night, and I do have.
You need the Flash, yeah.
Well, so if
Wonder Twins, yep. Wonder Twins, I agree with that. Star
He's gonna,
Killer.
he's gonna go and pick up a Flash that he's got now. Look.
No. So I watched Flashpoint last night, man, and I got the Thomas. So I already have the Thomas Wayne Batman.
Yeah, so you just need Flash.
I really don't though. Like
and then Reverse Flash.
Yeah, the only way I'd pick up a Flash is if it ended up being in a 2-pack with a Batman, or if it was one piece for a Build-A-Figure and it was like $12. But other than that, you're really just going to see Batman adjacent, Wonder Woman.
Well, I think we've established that Batman adjacent is DC Multiverse, dude.
But it's
listen, dude. This is a bit of a tangent now. But
it's your tangent.
What's going on with that shelf behind you, dude?
So
what's going on with this? Come on, there's some trauma going on here.
Yeah,
he's got Thanos standing on top of all of the heroes.
Thanos, it's just Thanos on top of. Yeah.
Did you have a little tantrum?
No, this is just figures that I've opened and reviewed, and then I really need to redo every shelf, and I just haven't had the time or the energy.
Don't really care for.
So I open them, I review them, and then I've just been piling them up little by little, and then we put Thanos on top to, because that makes sense.
Are they non-adjacent? Are they the non-adjacent figures?
But dude, I need to. So right here we got retro Spidey from the Wave, the review I just put up.
Everybody, as a reminder from last week, that is when the dude stood Thanos on top of all those figures 1 week ago today.
Yeah, so now that pile's justifiable. But this is the retro Spidey Wave for Symbiote Spidey, and we got Ben Reilly and the armored Spidey and all that.
Yeah, they get treated well. Don't they?
Yeah, well, yeah, they're the retro Spidey. So basically, what I need to do is I need to redo every shelf and reorganize, because I have piles of shame. Dude, there's piles of shame everywhere. So I got piles of shame on that table. We got my Batman pile of shame there, and then that back table is also piles of shame, Lego piles of shame. And then I also have I have this. We have this pile of shame here that's just in a container. So once I have time and some good energy, we're gonna sort through all these and redo all the shelves and make a fun project out of it someday.
All right, Salacious, do you got pickups?
Do you know? No. Other than one thing, Earthmon popped around and stopped at a charity shop and found where can I move this? And found. Do you know what that is?
A ship. Thunderbirds. Thunderbird 2.
Thunderbirds
are go.
Thunderbirds are go. Did you have Thunderbirds in America?
Yes, they were marionettes.
British made.
It was a show of marionettes.
Jerry Anderson, British classic.
Hey, so just so you know, if you go back and you watch my original action team stop motion movies that are on my channel, the idea behind those were they were like a world police force, and I think that's what the Thunderbirds were, right? They were supposedly like a world police force. Yeah.
Dude, did you ever watch Thunderbirds?
I think so.
Remember, they were like the puppets, and then they had adventures, and they had the rocket, and then they would fly around and they would save the world every week.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure I did.
They had like blue outfits on or something like that, right?
Yeah. So no, we're going steady because we're literally going to be kicked out soon. So saving the pennies towards a new place, a proper toy room. So
tell us.
See, Mikey in Houston threw up a really good fact about Thanos, and I totally agree.
Yes, I see it.
You could put it up on the screen so other people could enjoy it too, but
you don't think people in the chat can read it because they've been saying hi to each other? You don't think that when somebody says hi to them that they don't see it? Is this what you're talking about?
But what if somebody's watching this on replay and they don't have the chat going?
Or they're listening to us on podcast? Good thing it's up on the screen.
Right? I mean, you don't get to be number 17 in Ireland without thinking these things through.
Exactly,
I
Vern.
think
Come on,
I
Vern.
think you should read it.
Got to play to all types of media.
So Mikey makes what I feel is a really brilliant point. He says Thanos standing over any random pile of toys makes it a diorama.
Okay.
All
Well,
right, I'm going to take a
That's a
picture. And we're gonna put it on Twitter.
rescue
We'll
team,
see.
international rescue team. Thank you, Jason.
Yeah. It's a bad description.
So what I'd like, not doing a chat tonight. Oh, you're making fun of me. Well, at least when I'm popping people's like chats, I'm leaving them up for like more than 0.8 seconds.
Who does that?
No, me. Somebody told me before that I barely
Yeah.
give people like a second.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us what your background is again.
Oh, this is the Tunnel of Love in the Ukraine. I don't know what it looks like now, but I mean, some of the video, I mean, it's coming out of the Ukraine now. I mean, they decimated that bloody country. So I hope there's some left to bloody rebuild because it's absolutely scandalous. Yeah, this is the Tunnel of Love. It's a tourist destination. It's beautiful.
Yep, great picture. I just thought I wanted you to point it out since you had it there.
Love to the Ukraine.
I'm blind, so if you could please read it to me, dude.
See.
So putting it on the screen wasn't helping. Number 18 now. I've been listening to a lot of other leisure podcasts.
Connor, where's the loyalty?
Oh
loyalty.
my gosh.
God damn it. We worked hard to get that 16.
We did. We're very hard to get to 17. I thought we were going to be moving up this week.
That's right.
Oh.
I even had to broker, peace relations between the Queen.
I still don't know. So I'm watching this show on Apple TV Plus. It's called Slow Horses. Has anybody else seen it?
No.
Sounds terrible.
It's actually really good. It's about these MI5 agents.
Oh yeah, they're really rubbish. Yeah, I've heard of this.
They're all like rejects. So they're all assigned to just do pretty much show up for work every day and do just tasks. But they get themselves involved in like a kidnapping or whatever, and it's only in episode 3, but I think it's pretty good.
I've heard it's good. To be fair,
yeah.
I've heard it's good.
So if you like those spy shows, that's the one I recommend for the week.
Did you guys watch Peacemaker this week?
No,
it's not available in the UK. Peacemaker. I don't think.
It is available now.
I don't think the UK really want
it. They've announced that it's available. It's available.
It's available.
Not on any popular channel, basically. It's not.
You're going to watch that and you're going to be just angry at how much you like it because you're going to have to acknowledge and admit that you love that show.
Well, I've got 2 weeks off. So how many episodes are
there?
8.
Too many to watch.
8.
It's just too many. Anything past the first episode. It's nuts.
Oh,
I saw something where they were in a cave. How did they end up in the cave? Can you tell me?
How does anyone end up in a cave? You go there. How did Luke end up in a cave? He walked into it.
Well, he climbed down, because it was underground.
He was a recluse. He hid away from. He didn't believe in the Jedi Order anymore, and retreated to Act 2.
Well, none of that's true, though. That's just Imperial propaganda. Luke would never do that.
We've not heard this before.
So you guys want to do a Star Trek list?
Yeah, let's talk about Star Trek.
Is anyone joining? No one wants to join?
Before we do, what was the first Star Trek that you guys were exposed to?
The first
original series, yeah. Watching the reruns.
Yes, me as well. I
bet they weren't reruns for you, though, were they, Vern?
Actually, you know what? So yes, because who knows? It was probably around 1975, 76, so they should have been in reruns by then, right?
Yeah, they were reruns by then. Yeah.
So we had Armed Forces Radio and Television Network or whatever, and so it was like from what I remember, it was like one channel with like English speaking shows, and I remember Star Trek used to come on in the afternoon. So it was like Monday through Friday. I think there was like an episode of Star Trek at 5. So it was kind of cool.
Now they only did, if I recall rightly, 3 series of the first.
Yep.
Yeah,
3
seasons.
seasons. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they did animated.
Yes.
And then they were gonna do a new TV.
Hey, what up, Dave?
Hey guys,
Then
what's
they were
up?
Then they were going to do a new TV series, but that morphed into the motion picture. Hi, Dave.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't mind the mess. I'm kind of redoing everything in here.
Oh, I was just about to ask you about that.
Don't let Eric's wife see you. She'll get mad.
Trust me, everything's being redone right now.
Nice.
Nope.
Just put Thanos on top of it, and it's totally justifiable.
I don't
Yes,
have a Thanos, but I
apparently.
do have a.
Oh,
You could just,
Just put
You
it
could
on
just put that
top.
on top.
Totally justifiable. I think that's a rule. I think that's a rule for any pile you have in your house now. Just put Thanos on top of it.
I remember when the Next Generation came out, I was super excited because there hadn't been like a new Star Trek in a long time, right?
yeah.
And I remember being so disappointed in the first season, and I couldn't figure out what it was. But then I don't know if it was the second season or the third season, they got a new doctor. Do you remember the new doctor?
Pulaski,
third-
Dr.
yeah,
Pulaski.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, it was like enjoyable to kind of watch.
Mm.
And I realize now that what was missing to me was like in when it first started, it was like everybody was so happy to just get along, and nobody contradicted anybody in the show, right? So there was no internal conflict until she came along.
She was
Yeah.
And
actually
then-
on the original series for a couple episodes.
Was
Yep,
she?
She was.
She was
She
in
was
the
space.
original Star
She was
Trek.
Space Karen. She
Oh,
was
yeah,
Space
yeah.
Karen. Yeah.
So to me, it's like they needed that, like, in their structure to have those like conversations about stuff for me to like feel like, oh, okay, yeah, now I feel like it's people actually, you know what I mean?
The first season was bad, man. I think the second one was a bit better. I think the third season it started to pick up. But what they started to do was introduce those mini arcs, and that really helped, rather than just episodic.
And Picard was kind of when he came on board, he was like very, it took him a while to kind of like let down some guard and kind of
he was stoic, wasn't he?
yeah,
He was like
very
very stoic and very
do you guys ever hear the story how Roddenberry didn't want him because he didn't want a bald captain?
yeah.
No,
And
I
then
didn't hear that.
He
had a
actually had to
toupee
ship
for the
over a
pilot.
toupee. Yeah,
Man.
he had to actually wear it. They had him interview a couple times, but eventually the push was like, yeah, he's better without it. So yeah, just go without it. But it's like the craziest thing. But I mean, we've had a few bald captains since then. Cisco on DS9.
The first movie I saw,
He was good. He was very good. I thought. Cisco.
Yeah, I love Deep Space Nine.
Mm.
Patrick Stewart, the first movie I remember seeing him in was Excalibur.
Okay,
Right.
I remember
was-
Dune, but he was actually on
Yeah.
a 1 or 2 episodes of Doctor Who way back in the day.
Yeah. It
Oh,
was.
really?
As a patrolman, like just going by. I remember like 1 or 2 episodes. I think he might have been in the classic Doctor Who. But yeah,
My favorite new. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just no. You finished talking about Picard. Sorry.
No, I'm like, to me, like, think about when he started in the first season of Next Generation to like pretty much like First Contact. He went from like the stoic, like could have been somebody's grandfather or uncle, and now he turned into like full blown action hero like Rambo.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know.
Yeah.
And
Although he.
Continue.
Sorry, Vern. I was just going to say, although he was always set apart from Kirk in that, he would always get his team around the ready room, and then he would go one by one to get everyone's opinions before making
Yeah,
a
I
decision.
hated that.
Whereas Kirk was a bit more.
You just make a decision, and this is what we're gonna do, guys.
Yeah, I mean, he'd consult, but Picard
He consults
was.
Spock and Bones.
Well,
Yeah.
Picard
I-
got his Kirk on in the later seasons. They started
think- I think-
getting him to hook up and have,
I think you're right. I think I think that for those, like that aspect of it, I think is one of the reasons why Voyager is probably one of my favorite series, was because, one, they were like cut off from Starfleet. They had to fend
Yep.
for themselves. And there was like a lot of this conflict between the crew. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And
I think Voyager and Deep Space Nine are the two best series.
Yeah.
I really do. Like, I think those are the two. Like, the original series just has a special place in my heart because I grew up watching it as a little kid. But the two best are Deep Space and Voyager.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
would
even
agree with
close
that.
for me.
Of course, you can't discount that amazing scene from The Next Generation when Deanna Troi
With the
and
ghost.
no, well, there's that one. There's that one. There's also the Deanna Troi scene with Beverly Crusher when they're doing Pilates in their
Yes.
lycra.
That's a good one too.
One of the greatest TV moments of all time.
Okay,
Space
I'm going
Pilates
to.
in space lycra.
I'm going to see if I can share this. I haven't tried.
Are you sharing the
trouble
space
sharing.
Pilates?
I am not sharing space Pilates. No.
Oh,
But
should
You
thank
should.
should.
Well, I'd have to queue it up. I'm sharing this rudimentary spreadsheet that I developed in the 5 hours that I had to prepare. So you can see the time and effort that went into it.
A lot of time. I appreciate how the top 5 Star Trek movies is off center. Like that.
Well,
like you could tell you had to try to make that happen. Like that was
Listen,
And
that
you
was really well done.
run out of colors as well by the looks of it
Right.
somehow.
I added Dave right now to the spreadsheet is why it's out and off
Dave
center.
doesn't get his own color.
You get your own color now.
Dave
It's
doesn't get a
going
color.
to be
Poor Dave.
Dave doesn't
about-
get a color basically.
That's why
well,
people don't want
I'm
to come
using
on the
basic
show.
colors. About
People don't want to come on, dude, because they know that Vern's not going to give them a special color.
Yep.
They just get treated.
You get the
badly.
same color as the guy who didn't show up.
Yeah.
That's what you
how
get.
about that?
That's close to my color. That's like a
Plus, as Rolando says, Vern doesn't give time on screen for comments because his last comment got
Yep.
0.2 seconds on screen.
Wait, which one? This one about Worf? Hated Worf, short hair? Yeah, I did click off that one really fast. I think you guys were talking. That's why I was like,
look how quick he's going through these.
See?
People are taking time to interact with you,
He
Vern.
doesn't
and
care,
you
but
won't
he doesn't even care about his own members. They
No,
don't get
his members actually get 0.5 seconds of their comment on. My comment got point. Yep.
basically.
Yep.
let me move myself down so you can't see.
Think long and hard. Think long and hard
Glue.
before signing up for membership. You won't get your comments on for any longer.
It might be worse than the Sean Solo membership.
No, nothing's worse than that. I quit. I quit that. Nothing was happening. Nothing was. You don't even. There was nothing happened.
So I didn't even do the hot glue homework on that points of articulation. I just showed up with my glue stick.
Vern, what's going on?
You
You had a commitment.
Oh,
You could have bedazzled. You could have bedazzled something.
I could have. And then they made it even like longer, harder homework for the next one. And I'm like, I don't know how that's going to happen. But we'll see what happens.
What's the
right.
homework for this week? Well, don't get Salacious. Salacious gets mad when people are on other stuff.
We're supposed to be doing like
7. He has 7 of his own streams, but he's going to get mad that you're doing another stream.
Yeah, it's something about diorama and doing the floor for it or something like that. So burn shot clock on comments.
That's great.
All right, you guys want to get started? Dude, I'll let you go first since you're first on the spreadsheet. What is your number 5?
Star Trek the movie.
Comments on version faster than a Formula pit stop.
Oh, wait. My number 5. Hang on. I'm sorry. I take that. Wait. Yeah, Star Trek the movie.
The motion picture, right?
Yeah, the motion picture. Yep, the first one.
Okay.
And I know it's not the greatest movie, but I saw it as a kid, and that's a nostalgia. It's a nostalgia pick. In fairness, that's a nostalgia pick.
I think we were doing like a
actually
list like this, and I had like some picks, and somebody actually said, we are picking, we're rating how good the movies are. But okay, I got it.
Are you gonna have Aquaman on this list too?
Yes, I probably will.
I just saw the director's cut the other day.
Oh, what was it like? Because the trailer looked awesome.
I mean, there's small parts that are just like, it's like with anything, like you get the slightly deleted scene, like there's an extended scene when they're talking about Scotty's talking to one of his assistant engineers about why the Kirk orders the ship, the self-destruct to be ready. Will it actually destroy the entity? And there's a few extra scenes, there's a few extended scenes, a little bit of extras to just add a little bit more to it.
So they made Star Trek the motion picture longer.
Slightly.
Okay.
Here's one thing. Before you even get to the Paramount symbol, you get like almost 2 or 3 minutes of just space.
2 or 3 hours of space.
2 or 3 minutes of just space. I'm glad you said minutes. No credits or anything. It's just like a solid maybe 2.5 minutes, almost 3, of just Starfield. And then you see Paramount, and then you get the credits.
I love it.
So, I mean,
that's cool.
Yeah, it's epic. It's epic.
Honestly, my favorite scene from part 1 is when Scotty is taking Kirk, and they're doing the tour.
Yeah,
around the new refit.
For sure, man. Long, lingering panning shots of the Enterprise.
I mean,
just
that
incredible.
whole just going around it, and
my
even
favorite
for 1979, those special effects were
incredible.
Good.
Incredible. Industrial Light and Magic, incredible effects.
I mean, you could like the lamps in the pseudo space dock. You can see like reflection of the glass or whatever that's on it. I mean, it's
they did good work on that.
Yeah,
they did good work on that.
And it's an interesting concept too, that the Voyager spacecraft travels and then finds, you know what I mean? Like I do, man. I have such a spot in my heart for that movie.
I always thought that like when I first after rewatching Next Generation when I was younger, I kind of thought like, wait a minute, could that be the same people that maybe kind of created the Borg? That's kind of like
the AI, yeah.
See, that's what that kind of weird stuff got in my head. I'm like, could that be the precursor to the Borg or some offshoot of the original species or something?
For sure, good.
Salacious, what's your number 5?
I'm the same. I think the motion picture is long. But it is you can't argue it's a spectacle. It is beautiful to look at, and I really, really miss the old models, the ship, I miss the old models that ILM used to make, the ship models, and then the panning shots. Because though I don't think the modern effects really stands up to it. I really don't. Well, maybe it does, but they cut the scenes so quickly now. They cut the scenes so quickly now. When you see a starship now, like there's always some weird camera angle, some weird JJ crazy camera angle,
lens flare,
and I don't know. The ships just don't.
It's because people have no attention span anymore.
No, I know.
What were you guys talking about?
Hence Vern's quick clicks through the comments.
But those those panning shots of the ship. It's like the spaceships, the starships are like naval vessels.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's like I don't know. There's something special about it. It's the majesty of your vessel, and they do the same in Wrath of Khan. It's just like some epic shots in Wrath of Khan.
Well, I mean,
and you don't get that anymore.
Star Wars, when you see the first Star Destroyer, or hell, even Spaceballs.
Or Spaceballs.
Spaceballs made fun of it. Or Aliens, seeing that slow panning because
the Nostromo,
one that just gives you kind of depth of scale. Like this thing is massive. This is insanely large ship, and you just don't see it anymore.
All right. So mine is First Contact.
Great movie.
Is my number 5. Sean's not here. Are we going to pick for him?
Yes.
Go ahead.
The Star Trek JJ reboot.
Wow.
The first
That's
one.
Okay, I can put that.
Actually,
on there.
that should be up higher. That movie's terrible. Should be up higher.
You're not going to like my list.
Star Trek Nemesis.
Okay. Okay.
That's a good one.
Did I spell that wrong? Probably.
There's too easy, I think, in it.
The Q is silent.
Dave?
Okay. Trying to think. Because, I mean, I love the original series. I gotta say, I liked Generations, so I'm gonna go with Generations because it was the passing of the torch. You know,
Sure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
there was that. I mean, I love seeing, because how many times did people have conversations, when Next Generation was out? Oh, what do you think Kirk would think of Picard and vice versa? And, they kind of got along. And come on, the scene when Data, there's Data and Troy are helming the ship, and he's like, oh shit, when the saucer section is crashing,
Sure.
and of course the whole running gag that Deanna's crashed the ship. So I mean, it's
It's a good movie, man.
Yeah.
I like it too. Yeah.
I saw it in the cinema. I thought it was okay. Yeah. It's
I mean, I thought it was a pretty good passing of the torch kind of situation, but it being the first Generations movie, I like that.
yeah.
So I mean, it's it's got some comedy. There's been worse movies than that. So
Yes.
I'd say that's probably my number 5 right there.
All right. We'll snake back. So what's your number 4?
Number 4, I've got to say is Voyage Home, Star Trek 4.
Brilliant movie.
You got to love a time travel movie for one, and I mean seeing Kirk and the entire crew in 1987, San Francisco,
That was
being
hilarious.
so fish out of water.
Mm-hmm.
Don't try to look like you're not together. Look casual. Act
Break
casual.
up! You look like a cadet review.
Yeah.
But and Spock trying to swear is just
Yeah.
hilarious.
One goddamn minute, Captain.
Okay.
Or like
so
double dumbass on you, Kirk says.
Right. Right. That's
But I love the when they're on the bus. And you
Yeah.
get
the bus scene is
punker,
great, dude.
listening to music really loud, and then
So
Spock
you know
just
that
gives them
you know that's in Picard now.
yeah,
right?
Yes.
yeah.
I caught that. It's not the same person
Thanks
though.
for spoiling
It is
it.
the
That
same
would-
No,
guy.
it's not.
That would
Isn't it?
is it? No, I thought it was
Yeah.
No, I thought it was one of the producers that you just threw
It's
in.
just a nod to that.
Yeah.
That scene.
Yeah, thanks-
You'll like
thanks for
you'll like
It's
ruining
the
it.
it.
same
guys.
actor because he's a lot older. It's the same actor.
How about
Thanks, guys. Appreciate that.
how about for
wanna
Sean? What's his
watch it.
number 4?
Insurrection.
Does
Yeah, that's a good
everybody
choice.
get? Yeah. Okay.
That's
And
a pretty
then
good one.
my number 4 is going to be Star Trek, the reboot.
Ooh.
That was
I did-
2009.
Yeah, I actually did enjoy that one. I did like the concepts behind it, and the lens flare did bother me a lot, but it
Yeah.
didn't take away from the movie and how I enjoyed it. I just like watching how that crew came together.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
it
cool. The
it was
Beastie Boys is.
a
A bit, I
different
don't
vibe.
get all the Beastie Boys stuff.
Yeah,
though.
Carl Urban to me is Dr. McCoy. He did a fantastic job.
He did a great job as McCoy.
Hold on
I
one
fully
second.
agree.
I got to show you then.
I don't get all the
See.
Beastie Boys stuff. Why is he putting Beastie Boys in Star Trek? That
Because
doesn't
he's a
make sense.
terrible director.
Because he thought people were going to enjoy it.
totally the wrong, you know.
Hold on.
Carl Urban, his cadet figure from Star
Yeah,
Trek.
I've got some of those figures. They're quite cool. They were Playmates.
Cool.
Yeah,
You
they're quite
mentioned-
cool.
But yeah, he definitely did McCoy justice.
Yeah. And you wouldn't expect him to either, would you, Carl Urban? Like big action hero, you know, you wouldn't have penned him
Yeah,
as
you think
McCoy.
like
So
Judge Dredd and so many other movies, and
yeah, so it's
Yeah.
actually quite clever casting, really.
Yeah, I thought he did a good job. Okay, what about your number 4, Salacious?
Search for Spock.
Search for Spock.
And
Yeah.
I'll just say on it, it was great to have. If you think probably was Star Trek the first to do it, a continuous storyline over 3 movies. No, obviously Star Wars was probably. Star Trek was after. So
Yeah, it was nice to have like that carry through, right? From
Yeah.
one show, movie to the
Yeah, that
next.
trilogy. I love that trilogy, man. Because
Well,
that's
right into
that's
4,
my
right?
childhood. That trilogy,
Yeah.
2 through 4. Yeah.
and yet they're all totally different films as well, which is
Yeah.
quite cool.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't have to watch one for the other.
Well, and the thing is, like, so Voyage Home is my number 4, but Voyage Home is a really funny movie. You know what I
It is.
mean? But it's appropriately funny. And but yeah, that trilogy. So my number 3 is Search for Spock. I love that movie, and Christopher Lloyd is incredible in that role. Like,
And when he
really
kills-
was, man.
When he kills Kirk's son, that's
Yeah. I mean, they don't do storytelling that's brave like that today, where you kill off Kirk's son. You know, Kirk's son would get like his own sequel reboot. You know what I mean? Like that's really powerful storytelling. And the fact that Kirk kept his wits in that moment and outsmarted him, right? In pure rage and finding out you have a son, right? And then he kills his son and he still outwits him. Like, because he doesn't believe in no-win scenarios, man. I love that movie. I do love it.
Definitely.
So this is the second one. Like I don't know, the chat's doing their top 5 too, and Lowbots is Phantom Menace, and then G-Force is down here. Dax.
Oh, that's a good list.
Oh, can we
Okay, yeah.
hold on this one?
Is that
Deanna
next week?
Troy, Beverly Crusher, Uhura in Star Trek 5 when she's doing that weird dancing in the
Yes. Yes. That's a great list. I can't argue. I can't
Yeah.
argue with that list.
Well,
We're
Jadzia
making
Dax.
the wrong
I'd have to
list.
think. I'd have to think about that.
There's a porno movie with Jadzia Dax in. Just saying.
All right. So there's
There is.
Salacious.
There is. There is
What's
a
your
real.
number 3,
She was
Salacious?
in a porno. I tell you who else was in a porno. The blonde security person from Next Generation.
Denise Crosby.
She was in a porno.
She was also in Pet Cemetery, the original
Right.
one.
She had the same haircut I did when I was 12. In
She still does.
on that
Can
show.
we see a
Yeah.
picture?
She's in quite a good porno, actually. I can't remember what it's called. It might be the Red Shoe Diaries or something like that.
That's a Tom Hanks movie.
No,
That's
there
the
was
man
a.
with one red shirt.
That's the man with one red shirt. That's right. What's your number 3, Salacious?
The Voyage Home. The Voyage Home.
You gotta love the concept that they stole a ship and then used it for time travel from Chris Lloyd.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rolando makes a good point. 7 of
That's a
9.
good
So
one.
did JT. 7 and 9's got to be on that list.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I agree with. Mine is Undiscovered Country.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Great movie. Full of Shakespeare. Love the the ice mines they're in. And the shape the changeling.
Durapente, yeah.
Who is the changeling? It was
Iman,
yeah, it's she was married to the
David
Rolling
Bowie, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Man, she is incredible.
I love that scene where she shifts into Kirk,
Yeah,
and he's talking to himself.
yeah. Good movie.
All right, we're back on Sean's list now. We're moving up.
Star Trek reboot.
Beyond.
Yeah, I think the
Beyond
reboot-
was actually a decent movie because JJ didn't direct that.
Into
That
Darkness.
was
And Into Darkness.
no Into Darkness is his number one. That the only movie I've hated more than that was Rise of Skywalker. That's got to be
I'm
number
thinking-
one.
I'm thinking this is probably maybe even a Next Generation film. Anyways, what do you guys want to go with?
First Contact.
No, that's a great movie. How do you put that on a mock list?
It hasn't aged well. I used to love First Contact. It's one of my favorite films. But if you rewatch it, it feels like a TV movie now. It has not aged well at all. They moved away from models, and it's digital, and it just doesn't age well at all.
Thinking. I'm gonna go with. I'll go with Undiscovered Country, because that was the last time we saw the entire crew together. You know, you get Sulu. Sulu's on his own ship.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
You get like the crew together for one last time, and I thought the score was really good for that.
The score is brilliant. Yeah, Sulu's in the Excelsior, isn't he?
Yep.
Yep.
Or
Captain
an
of the
Excelsior class.
Which of
They
course,
signed their credits as well, which is
Yep.
quite nice at the end.
but I mean, even at their age that they were doing a lot of action,
Mm.
a lot of fight choreography, and that was pretty good. But it was kind of cool just to see them kind of come together, and the whole thing with what's her name, the Vulcan, I can't think of her name, but because she was standing there, she recorded Kirk saying, his recording to his log that he'll never forgive the Klingons, but yet he winds up saving the Klingons at the end.
Yeah.
Do you know who that's? Do you know who that was
That was
supposed
Kim
to be?
Cattrall.
Kim
Yeah,
Cattrall?
but do you know who it was supposed to be?
No.
Savick?
It's supposed to be Savick,
Okay.
and
It
they
was because
couldn't.
Christy
The
Alley
second-
left after the first,
the second Savick
after
or
the
the
second
original?
movie,
Yeah.
and
She
then
wanted money.
I think that the one that was in Star Trek 3 just didn't appeal to audiences because they were too used to the other actress.
Yeah,
So
they
So
couldn't
they
tie up.
changed her out.
They couldn't tie up.
Kirstie Alley was awesome.
Yeah,
in
she just-
Wrath of Khan. She really was, man. Like she was awesome, and that was tough to replace her. And the actress they got was too different from her. You know what I mean? It didn't.
She was
Well-
more robot like, I would say.
Yeah. I mean, just imagine Terrence Howard. He asked for more money after Iron Man, and look what happened.
Yep.
He got replaced.
Yep.
So it's a shame it wasn't Savick, because that would have made more
Mhm.
sense, wouldn't it, from a
Yeah.
story point of view, to
Yep.
tie them up.
All right, Dave. What's your number 4?
Number
Number
two.
4 is
Or
actually
two.
First Contact. Another time travel movie, but
Right.
I mean, I love the whole thing where James Cromwell was amazing in there as Cochrane.
Yep.
I love how he's got to deal with, after all this attack and everything, he's got to deal with these people from the future, who all want his autograph, who are all revered by him. And he's this flawed person who's just trying to make his way through life. I love that, and I love how he's like, wait a minute, they're doing the pre-check, trying to do the pre-check before they take off, and he's like, wait a minute, I forgot something. It's his music. You got to have
Right.
music if you're going to take off. I love that. I love the whole arc with Picard and Data, because at one point you think Data's really turning on him, but he's not. And the
For
Borg
a
Queen-
second, which is an eternity for an
Eternity for
android,
an
right?
android, yep.
Yeah. It's a great line.
the Borg Queen, because I think that's the first time we were introduced to a Borg Queen ever. That was played by Alex Krieg, I think her name was.
She's good, yeah.
Yeah.
She was
I mean,
amazing.
she's,
Yeah.
awesome in everything. But I mean, it was. We've seen in the past with Star Trek, we've seen them on ships that are taken over by the Borg, but never was the Enterprise really taken over. It was like full blown invasion. And I mean, they just had amazing people in there. They had a lot of callbacks to Next Generation, like with Dwight Schultz as Barclay. They had him in there. I mean, it was just, to me, it was awesome, and it was kind of cool to see Picard full blown, pissed off, badass, space Rambo. Like, we are not giving up. No more. This is the final line. Like, the whole Captain Ahab thing was perfect for that story. To me, that's one of my favorite Star Treks.
Yep.
And Salacious put it on Sean's list.
Yeah, you're bringing me round. I mean, I was a massive Next Generation fan, and when First Contact came out, I thought it was incredible. I just,
I love that movie.
The Next Generation films, just on rewatching them, don't hold up as well as the original ones.
But the story of that one does, like the storytelling and the acting. Right. Yeah.
The Cochrane the Cochrane bit, though, if you rewatch that, feels a little bit silly. Like when they're in the pub and it doesn't feel very serious. It doesn't feel like it's. I don't think it's well acted, really, that bit, if I'm honest.
Yeah, like when Troy's saying, it's no time to talk about time.
Yeah, it's a little bit sort of TV movie-ish compared to, the weight of some of the, I don't know.
I think
but it's a good story.
It was the first, I think, Star Trek movie that was kind of like full-blown action movie, kind of, in a way. It was Die Hard on a ship, basically, for half the movie. We never really saw anything like that. So
I think Sean's number 2 should be the Star Trek reboot.
I'll put it on there, but I actually thought it was a pretty good movie.
All right, Fern, what's your
Voyage Home? There's just too much in that movie that the humor, the whole thing. It was. I know that like a lot of the grief people will give it is like, oh, it's about saving whales. It's all it is, blah blah. But there was a lot more to that movie, I think.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with saving species that have lived on this earth for many years.
Like you mentioned, that the comedy is just, to me, the comedy is on point. I mean, to me, it stands up. Like, you got Chekhov with his accent.
Oh, absolutely.
Nobody's understanding what he's trying
to do.
Nuclear vessels. Nuclear vessels.
In Alameda?
My favorite
Alameda.
When the guy says, you better start talking or you're through. And he goes, I am. Can I go then?
Oh, when Scotty's going, computer, he picks up the mouse.
How quaint!
Transparent aluminum.
Yeah,
that's the ticket, laddie. But yeah, I mean, everything was just perfectly timed. Like and you gotta love when Kirk is, I mean, just seeing him and Spock off, like just. They got to get exact change, or them at Spock swimming with the whale. Like, how the hell did Spock get past people to get into the damn tank to begin with? But it was just hilarious.
He just put the guy whoever the guard was to sleep. Probably. We just didn't see it. Salacious, what's your number 2?
Well, 2 or 3 for me could have been interchangeable, but I ended up putting this one first. So, Cry Havoc. Let's slip the Dogs of War.
Undiscovered Country.
Christopher Plummer did a great job as the Klingon military general.
Yep.
And we've seen Shakespeare all the way through Star Trek. There was some Shakespeare in the original series, a lot of Shakespeare in the Next Generation. And it's good seeing it in Undiscovered Country as well. I think.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I think it's in the top 5, but where you put it, it could have perhaps come below Voyage Home. But I saw it at the cinema and had a lot. So I've got a bit of nostalgia for it, I think.
I think that's why Voyage Home made it a little bit higher on my list, was because I think I was like maybe like 15 or something when I saw that, and I'm in the theater, and it was like right at that time. It was perfect.
Yeah.
But I can see where these lists are going, and I have a feeling like our number one is all going to be the same.
It would be worrying if it wasn't, I would say.
Right. All right.
So
Dude,
my
you're number two.
My number 2 is First Contact. I love that movie so much. And my number 1 is it's also on my top 10 sci-fi movies of all time, Wrath of Khan.
Yeah.
Movie is amazing. It transcends Star Trek and science fiction. That's how good of a movie that is. The music in that movie is like, there's very few things that are on the same level score wise as the Wrath of Khan.
Right. Salacious, number 1.
Well, yeah, and you talk about Shakespeare quotes. I mean, what's Ricardo Montalban is absolutely incredible on that. Some of his quotes are just insane.
He was amazing, dude.
Yeah.
Incredible.
All-time antagonist in a movie. He's on a top 10 list for that performance.
I mean, he was probably the best villain of the original series. I mean, Space
Yeah.
Seed, I mean, just...
Yeah. Legend.
We'll skip Sean for now. Dave?
Well,
number 1?
Sean's is Into Darkness, which is the bastardization of Wrath of Khan.
Into Darkness, okay.
Yeah, well, just like JJ bastardized, Star Wars, he bastardized Star Trek with that one.
Dave, you're number 1?
I have to go with, actually, Search for Spock.
Wow, did Wrath of Khan not make your list?
No, it didn't, actually.
What?
Wow.
What?
My mind was all over the place, but Search for Spock, because, I mean, yeah, we get to relive, we see the scene where Spock dies, of course, but the whole thing where, like, Kirk comes to that realization that, yes, I'm going to damn my entire career, because up to that point, it was all about, he was always about being the first, the youngest captain ever, and becoming admiral, and all this, and he basically says, to hell with it, I have to save my friend's soul, so to speak. And then he finds out that he's alive. I mean, and they come to the point where the ship that they love for so many years, he actually destroys. It's the only way to. What's the line that he what have I done? And I'm trying to remember who it was. Maybe it was McCoy says, "You turn death into a chance for life," or something to that extent.
Yeah, that's nice. That's really nice. That's really nice.
And
Two, 3, and 4 are brilliant as just an arc, as a trilogy. They're just, yeah.
So to everybody in the chat, if you want to take a quick look at all the lists and let us know who came in second behind me, you can throw that in the chat.
What's the Moby Dick quote that's incredible? Oh, here we go. Can I just say this quote from Khan? Because it's one of the best quotes. Oh, sorry. What?
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, it's a Salacious want to do it. Okay. To the last I grapple with thee. From hell's heart I stab at thee. For hate's sake I spit my last breath at thee. It's Moby Dick. And I tell you what, when you rewatch Khan, it is a naval. It could be a World War II German U-boats movie, or the British Navy, or whatever. It's a naval vessel. Even the music, even the score is naval, and the uniforms are naval.
Spock says Khan's thinking in 2 dimensions.
Yeah, which is a submarine thing, isn't it? They lower their depth,
And then, dude, when the Enterprise rises and it goes, and it rises and it turns, like, dude, I think I kind of want to watch that movie tonight now.
Yeah, me too.
But because you could see the bird of prey, or you could see the, what's the name of the other ship? Oh God, I'm forgetting the ship. But yeah, when the Enterprise rises up behind it, and then the score just swells, it's like,
the Reliant.
Dude.
The Reliant.
There we go.
The
Yeah.
Reliant. Yeah.
Dude,
that's incredible.
like sometimes movies give you chills. Like that scene, like when Enterprise rises up is
They
just
chase them
incredible,
into the
dude.
nebula, don't they? They chase them into
Yep.
the nebula, and their instruments aren't working, and so they're down. They're now down to it's captain versus captain, and he claims he's a higher intellect, but Kirk has got the experience. He's an experienced naval captain, and he plays it perfectly.
That version of the Enterprise, the refit or the Enterprise A version, that's always been one of my favorites.
Yeah, for sure.
There goes your head swap.
he never even still. We're 2 hours in, and you never gave him one.
I'm laughing at the superior intellect Khan. Yeah.
Yeah, Kirk totally baits him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude. Love it.
Oh my gosh.
This is City Alpha 5.
So that was interesting to see how that played out because it's in between two of the Star Trek series that's on Paramount, and they're talking about doing another of the Kelvin timeline movies.
Yeah.
And go ahead.
I was saying. Go ahead.
Unfortunately, Chekhov's not gonna be in it because the actor was killed, right?
Yeah, he died from I guess his car brake failed.
Oh, that's horrendous.
It actually rolled down the driveway, and he had one of those brick mailboxes.
Oh,
yeah.
But he had a promising career. I mean, he did the Fright Night remake, and he appeared in a bunch of other movies, and yeah.
Terrible.
Anton Yeltsin.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say was the funny thing with Star Trek 2 is Chekhov wasn't he was part of the series with Khan, if I remember correctly.
He wasn't. Yeah, right.
And that was the whole thing that a lot of fans were like, well, how would he know? Well, maybe he read files, or maybe someone mentioned it.
Yeah, he read the logs of City Alpha 6. Yeah. City Alpha 5.
He just hadn't been promoted up to where he was, but he probably ran into him in the hallway. Yeah.
Nerd alert.
Oh, that's a good one. The best Star Trek cameo is what's his name from Churramance?
Oh, Christian Slater.
Christian Slater.
When he goes to Captain Chekhov or Captain Sulu, wakes him up.
Yes, in Undiscovered Country, you barely see his face, but he goes and wakes up the captain.
Yep. You want to talk about Nerd Alert? This coming August, the wife and I and some friends were going to Ticonderoga in New York State here. That's where they have the Star Trek Museum for the. They've got the original plans from the TV show, the original series, and they recreated the hallways, the bridge, the transporter room, the engineering. And everything.
That's cool.
It's an official tour, and it just so happens that weekend they're going to have John Delancey, Gates McFadden, and I think one or two other people there. Oh, Brent Spiner's going to be there.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really neat. That'd be cool to see that set.
That is pretty cool.
When I was at university, me and my stoner friends used to like binge watching Star Trek, and there was a tiny little sci-fi store in the city we lived in. Literally tiny. You walk in, and then one random weekend, the guy that played Quark visited.
Armin Shimmerman.
Was it Quark? Was that him? And no, was he the one that says much profit? Wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So we turned up stoned out of our minds, and said hello to him, and that was very funny. I've got a picture of him that says to Salacious, much profit.
He was also the principal in Buffy the Vampire Slayer series for a couple of years.
Uh-huh.
So I do have this Picard pin.
Oh, that's cool.
They gave these away at Comic-Con the year before Picard came out. They had like a booth set up, and you had to wait in like an hour line to get one.
Yeah,
But
communicate.
yeah, but part of the setup was you went into this little room, and then it made you feel like you were being transported somewhere. Like it was a virtual wall around you where like it was a screen, and then the lights would flash, and then the next thing you know was like you'd see it all fuzzy and stuff, and you'd end up in a different environment. So it beamed you to
that's
like
cool.
3 different places. Yeah, it was kind of cool. And then they had the Picard wine there, which I thought was interesting. I thought they were gonna sell it, but I never saw it anywhere.
I would have bought it, just never drink it, but I would have
Yeah,
bought it.
just to have it, right? A bottle of it. Kind of cool. Does anybody want to open anything up?
Well, I built this last weekend.
Right. Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh, let's see that. Maybe Vern will show us his diorama.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I have a
It's cool.
video on my
This
channel.
actually has a light up brick inside for the flux capacitor. And what's cool was they actually give you the parts to build either Back to the Future 1, 2, or 3.
So I have a question about the size of that. I mean, because it looks kind of big. What's the scale, do you think?
Well, I also have the Ecto 1 from Afterlife, and this scales
Right.
perfectly with that.
So that is like for a 4-inch figure.
It's Playmobil, isn't it? It's Playmobil.
Oh, like almost like a 4.5, 5-inch.
This is Lego.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, is that Lego, not Playmobil?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I do have the Playmobil as well, though. But yeah, they give you all the little things, like you can even open up Mr. Fusion, and you got a little banana beer can you can throw right in there.
Cool.
But yeah, this was a fun build. I'm a little disappointed that they didn't do lights here, but they have like the little blue translucent on the inside. I'm sure it's just a matter of time before someone does a light kit for this to make the bars light up, because the Ghostbusters one, the Ecto 1, people have, a lot of third parties came out with kits for those that you could put the lights in, so you have the light bars and everything. So I'm sure it's just a matter of time. But yeah, I love this. This came out tremendous.
Well, it's a bigger scale,
I mean,
yeah.
even the trunk opens up for prop storage.
Oh, the whole
board. That is pretty cool.
The plutonium. So.
I want to mention JT's talking about Star Trek, but he's talking about Galaxy Quest. Have you guys seen that?
Oh, it's a great movie.
That's
hilarious. Oh my god.
I thought there was speculation about a possible sequel to Galaxy Quest.
Yeah, they'll be down one, right? They'll be down one on that one too.
Yeah, Cameron, the guy who played Cameron, was the captain of the Enterprise B. No, we don't. No, that's coming in on Tuesday or Thursday.
They're down one. Why? Who wouldn't be on it?
Who's the guy that was in Die Hard?
Yeah,
he passed away.
The British guy,
Alan Rickman.
Alan Rickman.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you can't do it without him.
Yeah, that's too bad. Do you know what's funny about this? This, like you're just talking about, like when at Comic-Con, they always have Star Trek actors sitting at tables selling autographs for like $20.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a lot of people, a lot of celebrities show up, and then you would get in a wristband or get in a line to like get autographs. But these guys always seem like they have like a table, and where they're signing them like throughout the day, and it just swaps over from. They just have a schedule. It's kind of interesting. I think I had some pictures. I should have pulled some of those out. See all the preparation I did?
Yeah, I'm.
Oh, look at Ghosty. I say what, that means a lot, because I trust Ghosty with his Star Trek knowledge.
Yeah, but I saw you guys talking about how much you were going to be paying him to come in here and throw that in the chat.
Nonsense.
When you were doing your Lego build, you guys were talking about it.
How would you know?
It's free to watch.
Even though he's not invited, he can still watch it.
I tune in every week, waiting for my opportunity.
Oh.
Never been invited.
Oh. You don't want to be part of the Lego studs. Salacious Rum and the Lego studs.
You gonna get shirts made up?
Yep. Yeah, Vern will probably steal the design now and put it on his
It
own
will.
store.
I did-
Vern should get a shirt made up of the invitation.
How many shirts of my design have you sold so far, then? Vern?
The 3 Men and Monkey Lizard, just
Yeah.
the one I have.
Oh.
Nobody's interested.
All right.
Yeah.
Should probably put it on my store.
Do it. You should see how many you can sell. Salacious, you got anything you want to open or show?
I don't think I have, man. It's I'm kind of want to pack things up, so I can open this Ghost Rider thing. But I'm only going to put it back in.
Well, you don't have to.
Didn't wasn't the dude opening something?
I don't
I
know. Was
saw
the
his
dude
box.
opening anything?
I wasn't planning on it.
Yeah, a whole bunch of people were hashtagging earlier something because you said hashtag this and then you were going to open it.
The delayed
Yeah.
pleasure or pleasure
Delayed
delay or
pleasure.
something?
Yeah, there was something you got that you had for a
Yeah.
long time.
Yeah, you teased us at the start.
Yeah.
Oh
See
yeah,
how this
no,
goes?
I'm not ready to open up the whole.
Oh,
Like, that's a
sorry,
big
everybody in
commitment.
the chat.
I'd have
So
to
that
open up an
conversation-
entire. I'd have to open up an
Alright.
entire wave of 7
Yes.
figures right now.
That's okay.
Yeah, I'm not.
I mean, I'll go eat and come back. I'll just
I'm
leave
not
it.
ready for that. That's a lot. And dude, I did a what's in the box for Boba.
Oh.
Did the what's in the box for Boba.
And I didn't really get anything. I mean, I have a poster and I
Well-
got these one set of figures. So
Well, dude,
Well, I know I
you
can
have
speak
two
on
of those Bobas.
I know I
Open
can
one.
speak on. I know I can speak on behalf of myself and the dude, but because we'd quite like to see the diorama.
Yeah, can we see the diorama?
You know, but that's a bit of a sore topic, I think, for some reason.
you guys have a diorama you want to show off? Who Salacious?
You know clearly I haven't built anything.
Pretty
We
clear.
could look at my Thanos pile.
Pretty clear that I ain't got.
We could see what's in the pile. There's a lot in the pile. There's a lot going on.
Let's have a look. Then.
I want to see who's on the bottom of the pile. Can you
got-
put-
Get them out.
Can you
There's
show
squares
it-
in the
Widow.
pile.
Can you show from the bottom? Like, can you put your camera looking up through the bottom of the glass?
Well, it's a laptop, so that's probably not gonna. Well, let's see if that'll work. Hang on.
Poor Spidey.
You know, I was at a shop today. They wanted $35 for that Spider-Man.
And there it is at the bottom of a pile.
The No Way Home black suit, which I think is probably the worst one of that wave, and local shop wanted $35 for it. I was
Wow.
like, no way.
I mean, there's some good figures in there. It's just I haven't,
Hold on.
haven't had time. I can take this is a good Spidey. I'll put this in my retro Spidey pile here. Put him over the side.
Negative suit.
Negative suit, yeah.
I don't think I have him yet.
What the heck is that? Okay, hold on.
I gotta find this slice of pizza
watch this.
somewhere, though.
Eric Crown says, bring up Sean's latest tweet. So he couldn't show up here, but he was able to tweet.
Oh,
That.
Whoa,
I'm gonna
What
have
is-
to get that one, and I have to get a second copy of it. 'Cause,
Wow, look at that.
my wife loves the Guardians of the Galaxy. She loves Groot, so I'm gonna have to get 2 sets of that now.
Have
so
these
that's
been-
is that
have
the
these-
new?
Have these been
Yeah.
announced?
That's
Have
the
these
new
been
wave.
announced?
They haven't
It's
even
leaked.
announced them.
No,
And
it's
he
leaked.
already found him.
No, he's showing a picture. Somebody leaked it.
Oh,
So
well,
see
thanks
the
for
boxes?
coming on the show and talking about it, Sean.
See what happened? Look, see what happened was I bet somebody in one of the shipping centers or whatever for a retailer or whoever, they opened the box and took all the pictures and they probably just put them back in the box. Look at that. Gore, Groot,
Nice.
Star-Lord. I don't need another Star-Lord.
You get
Yeah.
King
biker
Valkyrie.
Thor.
Yeah, Ravager, Thor. Yeah, that looks cool.
Yeah, I don't know that I need a lot of that.
Valkyrie.
I already
looks
have
pretty
two.
good there.
I already have 2 Valkyries though.
Oh, Korg is the Build-A-Figure. Okay.
Of course, Korg's the Build-A-Figure. I would love to have a Korg. Well, wait, I don't. Don't we already have a Korg? I already have a
Yeah,
Korg.
didn't they already do him as a Build-A-Figure?
Yeah. All right. Good. I don't know that I need any of these. I already have a Groot. I'll get Gore.
Wow.
And then wait, there's 3 different Thors.
That's
Yeah.
what it looks like. Mighty Thor.
Well, there's a Lady
Ravage
Thor
of
here, right?
No, there isn't.
Yeah. Right. Well, they got. Oh,
Yeah. Zoom in.
Yeah.
there's the Mighty Thor,
Oh, so that's her. Okay.
Yeah.
Jane
I don't need.
Foster.
and
I
then
don't
down
need
here they
her,
got these 2.
Those 2 look cool. All right. So I
Yeah.
might get those 2. I definitely don't need Natalie Portman Thor.
What's on his shirt? What's on his shirt? His white shirt.
It looks
What's on
like
that?
I don't know, just some sort of a design, like he bought it at
It's-
Target
It
in
looks
the
like
printed tees section.
It looks like a rock shirt you might find in a series called Peacemaker.
Yeah, maybe if you watch that. Yeah, I already have 2 Valkyries. I mean, the figure looks cool, but I
Yeah.
don't need a third. I definitely don't need a Star Lord.
This
Gore-
does not look like Natalie Portman at all, anyway. So
No. And
Go and we already have a Lady Thor figure from the comics. It's a cool
Yeah.
figure, so I don't
she
need
wasn't
another.
blonde in the movie, so does
King
the Hammer give her
Valkyrie.
blonde hair
no,
now?
No, when so in the comics when she
Well,
turns into
kinda
Thor
impressed,
in the
yeah.
comics, her hair turns blonde. Like she also grows
Okay.
by like a foot and gets muscular, and then when she lets go of the hammer, she turns back into
So this
Jane
guy-
Foster.
Why
So it's like she
Oh.
transforms.
Why
this
isn't
guy
she
right here-
Queen Valkyrie? Why isn't she Queen Valkyrie? Why is she
Yeah,
King
she
Yeah,
should
no,
be
Valkyrie?
she's-
Queen Valkyrie. She should.
That's
you should,
weird.
but it's a pronoun. This is you won't be able to move this guy's legs.
Yeah, he's gonna be a statue.
You don't
King
like the
Valkyrie.
King Valkyrie? You don't like that?
Well, it's
King
weird
Valkyrie.
because
Okay.
she's a queen. She can't
Yeah.
be a
Yeah.
king.
I think I might just get the 2 Thor figures.
I think I might just skip the entire wave.
I mean, I'm not gonna pre-order, and I'll see if I can get those on sale. I'll get them on sale, man. But yeah, But you know what? Like a year ago, I would have pre-ordered that whole wave, without a doubt. Well, it was nice that Sean contributed to the show.
Yeah, well, he's tweeting away apparently. Forgot that we were here. Teen Groot and Rock Dude.
So
Wonder
how's that
Jane.
diorama, Vern? Do we get to see it?
You didn't watch my video?
You have a YouTube channel?
Yeah. Hold on, let me see. It's big. I don't like moving it around.
That's what she said.
It is. Oh, did you hear that?
No.
All right. What I'm going to show you, I'll show you. Like, so what I did was on the back of it.
Oh, I
it's
gotta
made-
go now, Vern. Thanks.
All right, see you later. It's made with this formula. It's like some sort of a foam board, but I found there are 2 pieces in there, like 2 foot by 2 foot, and this board right here, which is kind of like a pressed hard
MDF
fiber board.
Like
Yeah.
MDF board. Okay.
They glued perfectly onto it, and it was like perfect size. And then I put these bolts through from the back to hold these pieces on here, so they're
Oh, wow.
bolted onto the front.
That's cool.
And I'm gonna lean it, but I'll get my computer.
Computer.
And now Spidey's just hanging around.
I love how that Spidey's hanging like that's so cool, dude.
That looks awesome.
So so Dan does kind of pattern on one of his videos on how he makes the designs. So I kind of just followed that.
That was
And
like
then,
2 weeks ago, I think. He had that
yeah.
video.
And the windows are the thing that I think I could have probably did a little bit better. I tried to make them look like they were just brick windows without cutting into the board. So I added this on there. And the only thing I wish that there was like a cutout up here so that you can have a figure coming out through the stairs. And they make one of these that has that, but it was a little bit more. So I just got this one.
I think you did a great job, man.
But
And you know what, if you did every time you do one, you probably learn and you get better as you go too. But I think that looks awesome.
thanks.
It looks good, Vern. Looks really good.
The only problem is I wish it was a little bit wider because sometimes when I'm taking pictures, I feel like I'm running off the edge. So I'm going to make another one to put off to the side right here so that I can take pictures this way and it'll look like maybe like it's next to another building. I'll leave a little space and it'll look like kind of like an alley. We'll see. Anyways, anybody else got anything?
Well, I have stuff that's unboxed, but a lot of that stuff I'm giving away next month. So I haven't picked up anything right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, this Wonder Woman figure is awesome.
So I got I was showing these earlier, the toy box ones. I don't know, like once I open these and review them, I'll probably, I don't know if I'm going to hold on to them because they don't really fit into my collection that anywhere. But we'll see, because I really did like the Captain Carter and the Hydra Stomper that were the toy box.
Okay.
And I think they look okay, but I'm not 100% yet. Wait till I get them open.
What's your guys' take on the carbonized collection figures? Because I was at a Target today. I found like, what was it? There was the Mandalorian carbonized one, and then there was like maybe 4 or 5 of the Scout Trooper. There was like 2 of the Shore Trooper carbonized just sitting on pegs.
Well, look at this. I mean, check. Hold on. I'm going to show you a video if it shows up on my phone.
You know, I think part of the problem with those is that they're charging $28 to $31.
No. Look at the price. Look at the price.
Holy!
Oh my God!
Where was this?
Target.
Damn, my Target was
out here. The Target
$34.
So that's literally the problem right there. Like who's buying a repaint for that much money?
Look
and I saw the Scout Trooper. It was $31 for.
Yeah.
Now, I have 2 Scout Troopers. I'm not opening them because I'm saving them for giveaways.
Look at Wrecker.
Wrecker?
Oh my God! They've lost their mind.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm looking at $33 for Saw. Isn't that bad compared to that?
Yeah, but look at this, dude. $15 with a Build-A-Figure piece.
Now I will say this:
And stands.
if your Target is marking up prices like that, you can use the Target app, and the online price is lower, and they will match it. So
$15 with a Build-A-Figure piece and stand.
By the way, dude, I picked up another one of those Bat Cycles for $12 on Amazon again.
You got a second one?
Yeah.
Nice, dude. That's a great deal for $12.
I got one, but it because I wanted it to use with the 6-inch figures, but it's a little bit too big. It doesn't scale very well with any of the 6-inch figures, except for like heavy Manda.
Yeah,
Did you make a scooter gang with it?
The Death Metal one too.
Yeah, that one looks pretty cool.
That Death Metal one is an incredible sculpt. The thing is so cool, especially when you get the Death Metal Batman and then the red guitar. It just looks awesome together.
Well, I got the Deathstroke from a while back, and he looks phenomenal.
It'll be open.
That looks really cool.
Got the sword. Even the sword is pretty good. It's a little bent, but
yeah, I mean Deathstroke's Batman adjacent.
So I'm curious. Like, okay, so you're into doing the McFarlane now. Did you pre-order that Hush Batman, the Mafex?
Yeah, I did get that 2-pack just because that is, even at full price, I'm happy, because at full price it was still $39.
No, the Mafex one.
Oh no, the Mafex I did not. No.
Okay, so are you ever thinking or considering like stepping into SH Figure Arts or Mafex or even the Mezcos?
Too expensive.
It's too expensive. I did get some of the I got the Hulkbuster 3.0 figure that was $200. So I have that pre-ordered.
Okay.
I have a couple of SH figure arts. I have a Captain America worthy one, and some of his joints are really loose, so that puts me off a little bit. But I have one of the Spider-Man ones from Infinity War.
Okay.
In fact, let me grab him right now.
Yeah, I have this.
The way I'm looking at this is I'm getting this for $15 with a Build-A-Figure piece and stand. I got this Red Hood for $13.
You can't. I love this one.
Yeah.
He
that's
can't
justify the increase in cost.
Well, no, let's make that big because you have looks like the complete setup there. Look at that.
Yeah. And I
that's
out.
cool.
I got him because these were, I think, going for like 100 or more, and I got it for maybe around 75 on Amazon. I just lucked out.
Yeah, sometimes you'll get a really good deal.
And I love how you can actually move the fingers on the gauntlet.
The gauntlet.
Yeah. And I just thought that this was. And they give you the different sets of eyes, of course, with it, and I just thought I just had to get it.
And how much was that one on sale?
I got it for around, I think, 70 or so. But I mean, the detail on here is it's tremendous. I mean,
that's a really cool
give you
looking figure.
The different webbing on there, so it's.
Yeah. And you get the stand too.
Does that make?
No, I bought the stand separately.
Oh, stand was separate. Okay.
So when you get those, does it make? Because this is the SH Figure Arts Black Widow, and I just think that looks fantastic.
Oh yeah, I mean the detail in the hair sculpts,
and then the fact that you can get like this kind of.
Yeah, there's a lot of different posing you can do with those figures.
And I'm just curious. So like when you get one, to me, it's like, if they weren't so pricey, I think you could just totally move away from Hasbro altogether.
And there's, obviously there's the overseas knockoffs that you sometimes can come across on Amazon. Like there's a bunch of Iron Man figures that will range between 34 and 45.
Here's one.
And I'm seriously thinking about getting some of them because they have more of a metallic look, not just a nice little like Hasbro does the paints and everything, but it actually looks like a more metallic looking one. John, Awesome Geek Show, he had posted about there is a Venom and a Carnage on there that I really want to get. Two of them for like $59, so 2 for $60.
Yeah, so this is a knockoff one, and it was like $20 or something like that. And the only downside to this is like the face and the head sculpt. Yeah. But for like Iron Man,
it looks like the paint went off on the forehead.
Yeah,
like it was a bad dye job.
It's like I did the paint. Yeah, it's like my paint job. But everything else, the joints and stuff are like work really good, and it does have like the good posability, right? So for the most part, it's okay. It's just the head sculpt on those cheaper ones.
Yeah, because when I got my Captain America, I had ordered it. Then I saw Sleeping Collectibles had done a review video like a month or two before. He kind of had like some of the same issues, like some of the joints. I guess it was just maybe that particular figure. Like some of the joints, like in the legs and the arms, just seemed like really loose. Like he had a hard time holding the hammer up. So. But it was a learning experience. I mean, you're going to have QC issues with one figure opposed to another. They're not like a certain toy company that likes to reuse a certain body,
over and over again
50,000 times.
Right. I mean, when I got my first Roadblock, I couldn't like raise his arm without this joint popping.
Okay.
Right, like he every time both arms, this joint it just popped right out.
Well, I just did some surgery on this guy because Luke Skywalker, his foot broke right off, so I had a wedge. So I just turned wedge into Luke now. Popped the head off and bam.
Yep.
But it was kind of like not even a day old and the foot broke right off.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oof. Yeah, what are you gonna do?
What videos do you guys have coming out this week? We could look forward to.
I'm gonna do that toy box open. I'm gonna open that toy box up and do that review, and then probably some shorts. from short videos. That's it.
I have a Masters of the Universe Man at Arms unbox that's dropping this Wednesday, but I'm also going to be dropping another video, kind of an update for the charity stream that I'm doing in May for Stream for a Cure. It's going to be an 8-hour long stream and 8 prize wheels, mystery boxes that are going to be raffled off, including a hot toy from Mr. John Joker.
Wow, fantastic.
So that's going to be fun.
Salacious, you got any plans besides Monkey Lizard Hangout and the Lego stream I'm not allowed to participate in, and your other 17 live streams you're doing?
You gonna watch Peacemaker?
His Facebook page.
Bob's not very well, to be honest. Bob ain't been very well, and we've got to sort it out because it's dragging on a bit now. But we got 2 weeks off. Try and get a bit healing, get a bit better. Got to pack some stuff up because we're going to be homeless soon. But yeah, we got Monkey Lizard Hangout on Monday. We've got Steve-O coming on. So Steve-O's getting the Monkey Lizard treatment. We'll be building Lego tomorrow. Bob's got to finish off his Batmobile.
You mean you guys will be building Legos tomorrow?
Is
You and your special Lego team.
Is this the week? Is this the week
Not
Vern gets an
invited.
invite?
Nope.
Well, I know this is like a bit of a running joke, but I've always said everyone's welcome. We put the link in the description. So,
You put the link in the description?
Yep. And it pins to the start of the no, it's not in the description. It's pinned to the start of the chat. It's pinned to the start of the chat. So, put some, Vern wants to be one of the Lego studs, doesn't he? Really? Don't know if he qualifies.
Poor Vern. Someday.
Don't know if he qualifies, to be honest.
I go into the chat and I say I wasn't invited, and everybody tells me the link's at the top.
He just comes and causes trouble. He comes and causes trouble, basically. He's a troublemaker.
So I had to clarify that I wanted my my special invitation delivered by horse carriage.
Yeah. It's a troublemaker, basically.
In the rain.
Right. I want my dorm
playing in your eyes outside.
I
of
want
your
the doorman
house.
to be able to get it. Hey, I want to show this. I got this from where is it? Darn it.
Well, guys, I gotta hop off. Dinner and Mrs. Dimension is waiting for me, so I'm gonna
Bless
catch you
you.
guys later.
Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for hanging out, bud.
Appreciate it.
No,
See you,
anytime.
Dave.
Guys, take care.
Darn it. So I'm walking around. I'm trying to find
Tomorrow I'll have my Endless Winter Batman review where I try to recreate some comic panels. So please check that out. And then I also filmed an Arkham Asylum or an Arkham Knights video with Red Hood and Batgirl. So I'll edit that later this week. And maybe film another video tomorrow if I'm depending on what's going on.
Mike Ian Houston. He sent me an invitation 1 week, but it was I waited in the waiting room for a long time.
He spent a lot of time on that invitation, but
Yeah,
looks
I know.
good.
Yes, I am fancy.
I think Bob's got to go to bed, boys, because I don't think he's very well. So,
All right.
We'll feel better.
Hey, but
Get some rest.
before we leave, I just want to show this off. A friend at work gave me this patch. I wanted to show it off because SpaceX just docked with the space station. I thought that was really cool to have a civilian spacecraft dock with the International Space Station. It kind of makes the final frontier seem a little bit closer to me.
Yeah.
Probably not in my lifetime,
That's
but one
really
day
cool.
maybe we'll be traveling to a galaxy far, far away.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Nice. Everybody in the
All
chat, thanks for coming in, hanging out with us. All the new members, I really, really appreciate it. Have a fantastic weekend, everybody.
See you, everyone.
See you guys.
We're back. Dude's Nerdery. Oka Studios. Hey Vern. Sean Solo 8. Salacious. Rom. Together, we're unstoppable. We are, of course, Freeman and Monkey Lizard. bringing out toys to play. That's right, Freeman and the Monkey Lizard, bringing out toys to play.